It's Friday, May 1st. One of Ottawa's most iconic buildings has a new buyer nearly a year after the Bay closed its department stores.
More pain at the pumps. Gas prices expected to jump again today.
Missing the net. Leslie here with patience. Gilday steps down, scores! The Ottawa Charge!
And despite scoring first, it was a tough loss for the Ottawa Charge, who dropped Game 1 of the Walter Cup playoffs to Boston. Your Morning Ottawa starts right now. Good morning. Come on in on this first day of May. You're welcome. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Melissa Lamb, and Will is still away for today. And I wore yellow in hopes of some sunshine today after we haven't seen a lot of it. And unfortunately, cold conditions this morning. I had to grab my winter jacket this morning. It's that cold outside.
Well, I love the yellow. It is absolutely
Thank
glorious, bringing us some sunshine. I'm wondering, is it going to be cloudy? Because I put out some seeds and planted some, what is it? I think cucumbers and some flowers. And I'm like, I probably should have brought them in because it was that cold last night.
I feel like, from what I remember, the vegetables are okay outside, but the flowers are the ones that are hit or miss at this time of the year.
Okay, so we'll get a full weather forecast coming up in the next few minutes. But first off, we're going to talk about today's top stories. The former Hudson Bay store on Rideau Street could be getting a new life. Less than a year after the retailer left the downtown Ottawa location, a deal is in the works to sell the landmark property. The property's buyer is tied to Claridge Homes, so the purchase likely means a major redevelopment. And because the building was originally built around the turn of the 20th century, the property has heritage status, meaning the exterior will stay.
That's an iconic building in downtown Ottawa, and to see a great local company investing in that site is great news. And it's another example of people who are choosing to invest in the Byward market because of the progress that we've achieved.
The sale is still subject to court approval as part of the receivership process, so it could still be a couple of weeks before more details on this emerge.
Drivers may think twice about getting in their car this morning, as we can expect the cost of gas prices to go up another 8 cents today. Canadians for Affordable Energy President Dan McTague says the jump will push the average price in gas in the capital back up above $1.80 a litre. Prices had dropped below $1.70 a litre last week after the federal government suspended the fuel excise tax for the summer. But prices are continuing to fluctuate with the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. And if you are at the pumps this morning, you can expect to see it at $1.90 per litre.
Canada is about to become the headquarters for a multinational bank focused on defense and global security needs. And Ottawa is one of several Canadian cities in the running to be home base for the new venture.
It provides a much more efficient way of funding those new activities, because you bring together the collective strength of a big number of countries. And this is a model that's used in the World Bank, for example, that's used in the European Investment Bank.
The Finance Department says participating countries unanimously voted to have Canada serve as the host country for the new bank. Once ratified, the Defense Bank will provide long-term, low-cost financing for defense projects by NATO members and allies. Where the bank will be located in Canada has not been determined. Lobbying has already begun in Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal.
The federal government is looking for office space to accommodate public servants this summer. Starting on Monday, all executives are required to be back in the office 5 days a week, while all other employees must be back in the office 4 days a week starting in July. Public Services and Procurement Canada says some departments require more workstations and office space to handle employees in the office 4 days a week. And the man who stole the roaring lion portrait of Winston Churchill from the Le Chateau Laurier Hotel can appeal his sentence to the Supreme Court.
With very unfortunate result at trial in terms of the sentence, and we welcome the opportunity to appear in front of the Supreme Court of Canada and have them reconsider what an appropriate sentence would have been for Mr. Wood.
Jeffrey Wood was sentenced to 2 years less a day in jail after admitting to stealing the photo from the hotel between December 25, 2021 and July 6, 2022. The Ontario Court of Appeal dismissed Wood's appeal of the sentence last year. Now the Supreme Court agreed to hear the case. The Supreme Court did not set a date to hear the appeal from Wood and his lawyer.
The Ottawa Charge fell 2-1 in the PWHL playoff opener against the Boston Fleet last night.
Missing the net. Leslie here with patience. Gilday steps down, scores! The Ottawa.
They were off to a good start. Jocelyn Larocque puts Ottawa up 1-0 in the first. Then, with 2 minutes left in the second, Boston gets one back. And about a minute and a half later, the Fleet get the go-ahead goal that would also be the game winner. Game 2 is set for Saturday night in Boston. Puck drop is at 7.
And the Ottawa Fire Service honors firefighters and civilians at a special ceremony last night for their bravery and humanitarian efforts over the past year.
The Fire Chiefs Awards were handed out at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Ottawa, in 6 prestigious categories, including the Team Award, given to an entire crew for their role during an emergency.
And the Award of Excellence given to the Ottawa fire personnel who goes above and beyond operational duties to create a positive impact.
It's a full house, too.
Absolutely. Yeah, just a matter of time before maybe I'll be sitting there with my husband.
Ah,
yeah,
do folks know? Do folks know?
Yes, we revealed the news last Friday that my husband officially retired from football and he has actually joined the Ottawa Fire. So he's currently in drill school, so a long way to go before he's actually, out and about, but it's exciting times.
No doubt he's going to focus and apply himself just the way he did in football and become just a great asset to Ottawa Fire. No doubt about that.
Very selfless career, absolutely. Our forecast this morning, it is chilly outside.
Yes,
my
it is.
goodness. I had to grab my winter jacket because it was that cold when I left the house. Today's high only 11 degrees, so we will be below seasonal. Normal for this time of the year is around 15 degrees. The sun is up already. Of course, it was up a while ago and will set at 8:08 p.m. tonight, so we're seeing those sunsets after 8 o'clock. The moon out there is absolutely gorgeous. If you did get to catch it earlier this morning, I know it's set and you can't see it right now, but it is cold. We are sitting at 1 degree. There is a wind chill this morning, so it feels closer to -2 this morning. So keep that in mind, a bit of a cool start to your day. The good news is we're getting to see some sunshine, and temps are sitting at -2 out in the valley for this morning. Right now, we're seeing a mix of sun and cloud, and that's what we will see throughout most of the day today. There is a chance that we could see some scattered showers late this afternoon. Afternoon hour, around 2 o'clock is when we could start to see these little scattered showers. Nothing that will last too long and not a lot of accumulation whatsoever. Just some spotty little showers in the forecast for us late this afternoon. That will kind of continue into the evening, overnight, and over the next few days, we could also see some spotty showers, but we do have drier conditions and warmer temperatures on the way as well. We're just going to have to deal with a couple of cool days first before we get to those warmer conditions next week. Temps today, only a high of 11. We should be sitting at 15, so we will be below seasonal. Similar to yesterday where we sat at 11 degrees, so it will feel cooler in the early afternoon. It won't warm up until late in the day. Around 3-4 p.m. is when we will reach that daytime high. 11 as well in Kemptville, Brockville, Cornwall. Single digits for Bancroft today, and they could even see a little bit of snow mixed in with that rain into the afternoon. That's how cool it will be out in that region. 7 degrees in the valley for today for both Pembroke, Petawawa, double digits in Gatineau with a high of 11. So could be worse. We could be getting a little bit of snow like Bancroft today, so just keep that in mind. Overnight tonight, 0 is the overnight low. Again, those spotty showers as we head into tomorrow, so very similar days today and through tomorrow. Temperatures still below seasonal. Slightly warmer as we head into Sunday, but at least we will get to see that sunshine. Overnight lows will begin to warm up as well as we head into Monday because it will be quite cool over the next few days into those overnights. And then temperatures next week warming up, almost seasonal for Monday, a little bit above as we head into Tuesday, but we do have a chance of spotty showers as we head into next week.
Weather is brought to you by Manatic Tree. Complete tree care from start to stump.
And on your roads this morning, no issues east to west. Traffic is smooth sailing this hour. We are collision free on your drive in. No major issues east to west. Now let's check out your TSN must-see moment.
Matt Scooby in the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Thursday. For it, we head to New York. Nationals taking on the Mets. First inning, Juan Soto going to send one deep to right. James Wood drifting back to the wall, leaps up and steals the home run from Soto. He's listed as 6'6", making it look a little easier, though. Perfectly timed jump to make that grab and steal the home run. Claim your must-see moment from Thursday. And the NBA playoffs continue tonight on TSN. The Raptors trying to stave off elimination. They host the Cavaliers in Toronto for Game 6. Coverage begins 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. That's all for now from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a great day.
Wake up and win with CTV Your Morning and beancars.ca. We could pay your bills with a massive $20,000. Oh, imagine what you could do with an extra 20 grand. The possibilities are endless. Today's code word is rent. Head to the contest page at ctvottawa.ca or scan the QR code right there on your screen. Enter rent with your info for your chance to win. The Your Morning $20,000 Pay Your Bills contest brought to you by beancars.ca, Carlton Place. Coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa.
Taking short breaks, even just having your phone in another room for 20 minutes can help you build that comfort and tolerance being away from your device.
Disconnecting from your cell phone to clear your mind. What studies say about the negative impacts of the infinite scroll. We know about that, don't we? Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. Starting off, beautiful sunny start to your day, but it is cold out there. Feeling more like about -1. 6:11, you're watching Your Morning Ottawa. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Here are the big stories we are following today on Your Morning Ottawa. The former Hudson's Bay store on Rideau Street could be getting a new life. A deal is in the works to sell the landmark property. Canada is about to become the headquarters for a multinational bank, and Ottawa is one of several Canadian cities in the running to be home base. And we can expect the cost of gas to go up another 8 cents today. Now, a check on the forecast. So it is a pretty cold start to your day. We're just sitting above that freezing mark. We're going to get a mix of sun and cloud this morning. Looking pretty nice right now, but as I said, cool. 11 degrees by midday, clouding over with a chance of showers, and into the evening we'll have cloudy conditions and we should be at about 9 degrees. And taking a look at your traffic on this Friday morning, 6:15. As you can imagine, really no major slowdowns on the roads. Ontario is considering a ban on cell phones in schools, concerned that students are spending too much time on the devices during the day. But studies show it's not just young people scrolling for hours on end. Many of us are also spending hours every day glued to our phones. CTV's Pat Foran reports.
How much time do you spend on your phone each day?
Several hours, 5 hours a day. Listen to podcasts and whatnot, and then doomsday scrolling.
A recent survey shows people pick up their phones nearly 200 times a day on average and spend more than 4 hours a day on them. Nearly half say they feel addicted.
Too much.
Excessive screen time can affect sleep, stress levels, attention span, mental health, and even our ability to connect with people in real life.
So many notifications, so many texts, so many pings, all of your news is coming through your phone, all of your tasks and to-dos and emails are all coming through your phone, so that you get to a place of burnout where responding to a single text feels tiring.
Consumer Reports says there are simple ways to cut back and reclaim some non-screen time.
Start by just taking short breaks. Even just having your phone in another room for 20 minutes can help you build that comfort and tolerance being away from your device.
You can also delete or limit time-wasting apps like social media, even temporarily. Mute noisy notifications, set your phone to grayscale to make apps less tempting. Replace screen time with books, hobbies, or exercise. And ask friends friends and family to hold you accountable. And if you need more help,
Depending on how much change you feel like you need, you could do anything from install an app that sets stricter screen time limits to downgrading all the way to an old school flip phone.
there are even tools designed to help, like a device called Brick, which blocks apps unless you physically tap your phone to unlock them. Whether you go high tech or back to basics, think less scrolling and more strolling. Pat Foran, CTV News.
That's the thing, less scrolling, maybe putting the phone down and going for a walk. It's not an easy thing to do, but I have taught myself the art of puzzling. And so now I'm into putting puzzles together, and that is a great, great departure from scrolling on the phone. That's just something that I've taught myself. Just thought I'd share that with you. All right, we're going to talk to Bill right now. The former Hudson's Bay store on Rideau Street could be getting a new life. A deal is in the works to sell the landmark property. The property's buyer is tied to Claridge Homes. So we're going to check in with Bill Carroll from the Morning Rush on News Talk 580 CFRA to get his thoughts. What are you thinking about this, Bill?
I love it. I think it's very exciting news. You know, we spend a lot of time talking about safety and security in the byward market, and what do you do about that? Should we have a full-time police station there, mounted police riding around on horses? These always seem difficult. The best thing you could do to make a neighborhood more secure is have more people live there. Just more people on the streets, more eyes. It makes neighborhoods feel safer, and I think it actually makes them, in reality, a little bit safer. So this could be the exact boost the byward market has just been waiting for, because it's Claridge Homes. I mean, the official reporting is all saying we don't know what they plan, and it's true, we don't. There's no information about that yet, but it's Claridge Homes. So I think we have a pretty good guess. I guess the mystery would be, do they keep the current building and then build on top of it? Somehow use it? I think it's an ugly building, frankly. I would be fine if they just tear it down. There'll probably be some retail space involved anyway, but it sounds like there's going to be more housing in the byward market.
Well, Bill, I got to push back on that.
For the bars and restaurants and stores.
I got to push back on that. You find it an ugly building, but what about on Rideau, the Rideau side? I love that lighter brick. It shows its age, not the crumbling brick, but the other side on Rideau. Think about that side.
Yeah, that is the better part, for sure. But just looks like this big even when it was a fully functioning store. It just looks like an imposing giant wall to me. I'd like to see more windows there and something more inviting so people can come inside. But again, you know, they'll probably look at it and say, what's more complicated? What's more expensive? Do you build on top of it, reinforce it first, or is it easier to just take it down? We'll have to wait and see. But either way, Rosie, we don't have to argue because we're downtown people.
Yes, we are.
You already live downtown. I aspire to live downtown when the kids are finally gone and we can downsize. So maybe you and I will be living on the same floor in a condo in the byward market.
Oh, and then you know what would happen? If that did happen and we're on the same floor on a condo, I will be having tea with your wife all the time. I'll just be like, Bill, move over. Where's Sylvie? Sorry, Bill. I'm just being honest.
Well, you know, it was an exciting thought for about 5 minutes, but she's been stealing my friends since the day I met her, so why should it change now?
Bill, have a great Friday. There's a good thought to leave on, okay?
I thought the whole thing was a good thought. This is no, really is.
No,
good
it is
news
great.
For the byward market.
No, it is.
And it cheers
really
me up
great.
a little in this miserable weather spring we're having.
We can blame Melissa. She's just to my left here. We'll blame Melissa on this
I always
cold
do.
weather.
Have a great day, guys.
You too, Bill. Take good care. Remember, you can listen to The Morning Rush with Bill Carroll on News Talk 580 CFRA weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. Here's a live look from our Skycam on George Street. A very cold start to the day, just barely above the freezing mark, but temperatures will rise to about 11 degrees into the afternoon. 6:21 on your Friday. We're right back.
What about accessories for April?
One thought I had was enamel, bangles, pendants, earrings.
No, we did that 2 years ago. What else?
Well, they're showing a lot of florals right now, so I was thinking I could
Florals? For spring. Groundbreaking.
And we thought about you.
Iconic.
Oh, love that scene. Coming up later this morning, Matt Demers, Mr. Hollywood, will be here to tell us more about the highly anticipated sequel to The Devil Wears Prada. So, keeping with that theme, we want to know about your favorite fashion faux pas. Let us know your morning Ottawa at ctv.ca. Okay, Melissa, let's talk fashion faux pas.
You know what? Fashion's come a long way because there used to be faux pas like don't wear white after Labor Day.
Yes.
That's out the window now. You weren't able to mix metals like you weren't going to go with gold metals. And so that's out the window.
Thank you.
Red and pink didn't go together. It clashed. Black and blue, that's out the window. So what are you supposed to do in terms of fashion faux pas? But I'll tell you my biggest fashion faux pas that I don't love it is when you have this great outfit and then it's just not well groomed. And what I mean by that, it's not tailored properly to your body. So the pants are maybe a little too long, the sleeves are too long, it's not steamed, so it's all wrinkly. Those little like grooming details, that's for me is still part of fashion. And I'm like, I hate when I see like a put together outfit and then, or there's like a stain on it. I'm like, what are you doing?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you're so right about fashion, how it's come such a long way. There were so many don'ts. Don't do this, don't do that. And like you said, no gold with silver. Hello,
I love
gold
mixing
and
metals.
silver. I'm
I do
like,
that
no,
too.
I'm good. I'm good with that. So when I think of fashion faux pas, the only thing, and I don't even really think it's fashion, really. You're just trying to get through the summer is when somebody wears like maybe a thick pair of socks with some open toe shoes. But I do love me a pair of socks with some heels. I think that that's so joli laid, like pretty ugly. I love putting like heels on with some nice, like a nice pair of socks.
Actually a huge trend.
Love that. And I know that before it was like, no, you don't wear open toe shoes with nylons or socks and all that. So I'm kind of going out the window. There's no fashion faux pas.
I think there's some socks and sandals combo that don't work.
Yeah,
but I
like
think,
thick old furry socks.
You know, like if you, exactly. No, with like a Birkenstock, let's
there
say.
You go.
You know,
yeah.
But like a classic little nylon with a sandal.
Melissa, we can go
chic.
on and on forever, but we're going to be asking you, the viewers, to let us know about your favorite fashion faux pas. Send us your comments, your morning Ottawa at ctv.ca. We'll be right back. Happy Friday. Welcome. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Melissa Lamb, and Will is away today. But before he left, he had a chance to tour the giant tiger over on Walkley Road. They're celebrating 65 years, and we're so lucky because the original location is right across the studios, our studios here in the Byward Market.
The very first one, right?
The very first
in the Byward
one.
Market.
Yeah,
so
65
cool.
years ago. So we're going to get a little history lesson, a little tour today, which is nice.
Looking forward to that. First off, we're going to get to today's top stories. The former Hudson Bay store on Rideau Street getting a new life. Less than a year after the retailer left the downtown Ottawa location, a deal is in the works to sell the landmark property. The property's buyer is tied to Claridge Homes, so the purchase likely means a major redevelopment. And because the building was originally built around the turn of the century, the property has heritage status, meaning the exterior will stay.
That's an iconic building in downtown Ottawa, and to see a great local company investing in that site is great news. And it's another example of people who are choosing to invest in the Byward Market because of the progress that we've achieved.
The sale is still subject to court approval as part of the receivership process, so it could still be a couple of weeks before more details on this emerge.
Drivers might think twice about getting in their car this morning, as we can expect the cost of gas to go up another 8 cents today. Canadians for Affordable Energy President Dan McTagg says the jump will push the average price of gas in the capital back up above $1.80 a litre. Prices had dropped below $1.70 a litre last week after the federal government suspended the fuel excise tax for the summer. But prices are continuing to fluctuate with the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. And if you are heading to the pumps this morning, you can expect to see around $1.90 per litre.
The UAE is officially leaving OPEC after nearly 60 years. The United Arab Emirates announced its move to withdraw from the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries earlier this week. The organization oversees oil production and has a major influence on global prices. The UAE had said it made the decision now because of the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. The UAE now says it will be prioritizing its national interests and increasing its oil production. The departure is considered a major blow to OPEC. In the long term, experts say the move could potentially lower oil and gas prices as more UAE oil enters the market.
The federal government is looking for office space to accommodate public servants this summer. Starting on Monday, all executives will be required to be in the office 5 days a week, while all other employees must be in the office 4 days a week starting in July. Public Services and Procurement Canada says some departments require more workstations and office space to handle employees in the office 4 days a week.
Canada is about to become the headquarters for a multinational bank focused on defense and global security needs. And Ottawa is one of several Canadian cities in the running to be the home base for the new venture.
It provides a much more efficient way of funding those new activities because you bring together the collective strength of a big number of countries. And this is a model that's used in the World Bank, for example, that's used in the European Investment Bank.
The Finance Department says participating countries unanimously voted to have Canada serve as the host country for the new bank. Once ratified, the Defense Bank will provide long-term, low-cost financing for defense projects by NATO members and allies. Where the bank will be located in Canada has not been determined. Lobbying has already begun in Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal.
And you won't have to choose between watching the Ottawa Rapid FC or the Charge this weekend,
as Rapid FC will host their home opener on Saturday at 5 p.m. at TD Place. After the match, the team is inviting fans to stick around to watch Game 2 of the Charge Fleet Series on the big screen starting at 7. Now, you need a ticket to the Rapid game to stay for the Charge game, but that is fantastic.
I love that.
Yeah.
So many great, exciting leagues. You know, one is kind of closing their season as another one begins, and they're supporting each other, which I absolutely love, and so great for women's professional sports and right here in our city, which is just so fantastic.
This is a huge sports town.
It is. It really is. And hopefully both two big wins this weekend.
Come on, let's do it.
Absolutely. And if you will be heading to the Rapid FC game, not bad conditions for Saturday as well. Might be a little cool, kind of what we're dealing with this morning. We're seeing that sunshine, but it is cool conditions. Showers into the afternoon, and this weekend, a real mix of everything. It will be a little bit cold, a little bit warm, some sunshine. Could see some scattered showers. So a mix of it all. 0 is where we're sitting right now, but there is a wind chill outside this morning, unfortunately. Feels closer to -2 for us here in Ottawa. It's 3 degrees in Montreal to start off your day, so slightly warmer out there. Everybody getting to see a bit of sunshine, a bit cloudier in the valley. Sitting at -2, feeling closer to -4. So a bit of a colder start to your morning. It will warm up into the afternoon, but not overly warm, unfortunately, for today. We will see that sunshine in through the day ahead. So right now on our satellite radar, we're seeing a few clouds, so a mix of sun and cloud throughout most of the day. And then late this afternoon, after 2 p.m., we could start to see these spotty showers. Now you can see this system having a real mix. Some areas to the north of us seeing a bit of snow, could see some freezing rain. For us here in Ottawa, it will be warm enough that we could see just some spotty showers late this afternoon in through your evening overnight. So we will see a little bit of rain in the forecast for tomorrow as well. Then as we head into Sunday, that's the day that we'll see nice, dry, warmer conditions on the way. Temperatures into the afternoon, 11 degrees is the high for today. So at least we'll be in those double digits, but low double digits. 11 for Cornwall, Brockville, Kemptville today. Single digits in the valley, sitting at 7 degrees. Colder in Bancroft, where yes, they could see a few of those flurries mixed in with some rain in the forecast for today. 7 degrees in Petawawa. If they do see some snow, it'll mainly be later on tonight as temperatures do drop back down. A bit of a cold night for us again tonight, dropping to 0. Will feel closer to -2. It will stay cold into the overnights and through Sunday. Monday is when temperatures will warm up overnight. 10 degrees is the high for tomorrow. Of course, if you're heading to the Rapid game, temperatures will still be having around 10 degrees when it starts at 5 p.m. As we head into Sunday, pure sunshine, 13 degrees. That's the beautiful day we will see this weekend. Then next week, a chance of scattered showers every day, but it will slowly warm up. Temperatures above seasonal as we head into Tuesday.
Weather brought to you by Manotick Place Retirement Community, a community you can call home.
And here's a look at your roads this morning. Still no major issues east to west. Traffic is looking pretty good this hour. We have no collisions and things are flowing well.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers, 1-800-JUSTICE.
A local institution is celebrating a massive milestone. Will pays a visit to Giant Tiger.
All right, so we are at the Giant Tiger location on Walkley Road. I am joined by not one, but two guests. We got Friendly over there saying hello, and we got Allison. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Will.
We are celebrating something amazing, 65 years. Tell me a little bit about that history.
Oh my gosh, we are so proud of this milestone birthday that we're celebrating. As many people know, we started the very first Giant Tiger here in Ottawa's historic Byward Market. And from the day that our founder, Gordon Reid, opened up that store, we've always been about saving our customers every single time they visit their local Giant Tiger store. So what a great way to celebrate our 65th.
And I love so much that it started right in the Byward Market, right across from our studios. You guys are so involved in the community. Tell me about this little guy today.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is Friendly, our Giant Tiger charitable stuffy, who is available in all of our stores across Canada. 100% of the proceeds go to BGC Canada or Enfant Soleil in Quebec.
And what are some other things that people can expect if they come into not just this store, but all the stores for this big birthday bash?
This weekend is going to be a giant party in all of our stores. So from phenomenal deals and savings from the moment they walk into the store to gift cards for the first 65 customers on Saturday and Sunday. We even have a great contest for our GT VIP members. So if you head on over to gianttiger.com, you can win a great prize. So huge celebration, lots of community involvement, lots of parties across the country.
I love that. Well, coming up, I'm actually going to do some shopping. So Friendly, what do you say? Should we go do it? Let's head off.
That looks like so much fun. Huge Giant Tiger. All right, we've got more of that coming up a little bit later. But coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa, another gas price increase is on the way. We're going to tell you more about what you can expect when you fill up this weekend. Here's a live look through our sky cam. Look at that gorgeous start to your day. Beautiful, sunny, but it's cool out there, just barely above the freezing mark. It is 6:40. We'll be right back. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy May 1st. Here are the big stories happening today on Your Morning Ottawa. The former Hudson's Bay store on Rideau Street could be getting a new life. A deal is in the works to sell the landmark property. Canada is about to become the headquarters for a multinational bank, and Ottawa is one of several Canadian cities in the running to be the home base. And we can expect the cost of gas to go up another 8 cents today. Now, a check on the forecast.
Bit of a colder start to your Friday morning, sitting at 0 right now. Feels like -2 with the wind chill outside. At least we're getting to see some sunshine to start off your Friday. Mix of sun and cloud. Again, cooler temperatures today. 11 degrees is the high into the afternoon. Not too bad, but we should be sitting around 15 degrees. Could see some spotty showers today. 0 is the overnight low. Similar day for tomorrow, but then finally some sunshine. Dry conditions on Sunday with a high of 13. On your roads this hour, traffic still looking good. Smooth sailing east to west. We are collision free. No major issues on all your major routes this hour.
Price at the gas pumps are continuing to be unfriendly to Canadians' wallets as fuel prices are set to rise another 8 cents on average today. CTV News correspondent Scott Hurst joins us with the latest on gas prices and some tips on how to save as we head into the weekend. Scott, you're going to help us out here. Pain at the pumps continue for drivers across Canada. Give us a glimpse of what it looks like. Good morning to you, Scott.
Good morning, Rosie. So we turn the page on a new month, yet it is the same old story when it comes to gas prices. Really a shock for drivers filling up today, and we've been feeling it for quite some time, yet on average across the country, it is something that we're all feeling. And according to Canadians for Affordable Energy, regardless of where you live, it is expected to go up today anywhere from 8 to 12 cents. And so that is just more pain at the pump. Fed up and frustrated drivers with few options other than to silently fume as we still fill up our gas tanks. Of course, the war in Iran and the closure of the Strait of Hormuz costing the global economy billions, with 20% of the world's oil supply unable to pass through that strait, and fears of a prolonged conflict in Iran are now driving prices toward record levels. And for Canadians, if the conflict isn't resolved in the next few months, there's legitimate concern the impact it will continue to have on prices and on inflation overall. So it is a story that continues, Rosie, and likely to continue for some time to come. Even if there's a quick resolution, don't expect prices to fall back anytime soon.
So, Scott, the federal government's excise tax holiday on fuel has been in effect for 2 weeks now as gas prices continue to trend upwards. What are experts saying about ways Canadians can save themselves just a few bucks at the pump?
A few bucks would go a long way, of course, with what we've been forced to pay over the past several weeks. And there are ways to save. We might have all heard this before. Of course, it is a good reminder when every little bit will help. And properly inflated tires goes a long way. Check the tire pressure on your vehicle. Make sure they're at the recommended level, which often is listed on a sticker inside the driver's door jamb or on newer vehicles on the dash. A survey last year found only about a quarter of Canadian drivers check their tire pressure monthly. According to CAA, underinflated tires can really reduce fuel efficiency. Unnecessary weight in your car can be a drag. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, an extra 45 kilos or 100 pounds in your vehicle can increase fuel consumption by up to 1%. How you drive could also be a drain on your bank account. Experts say drive evenly as possible, avoid hard acceleration or sudden braking when possible, and try to keep it, cruise control is a good option where it keeps your car not going too fast, not braking too quickly. All of that can save a few bucks. Rosie, as I mentioned, of course, we might have all heard this before, but a good reminder when we fill up at the gas tanks next time, those tips could save you a few dollars or a few cents.
Even though we've heard it before, it's always good to have a reminder there, Scott. Listen, you have a great weekend. Thank you so much, Scott. Scott Hurst from CTV News. All right, coming up later this morning, Matt Demers will tell us more about the highly anticipated sequel to The Devil Wears Prada.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Oh, me too.
So keeping with that theme, we asked what's your favorite fashion faux pas, and here's what some of you had to say.
We got some good ones in here this morning. Luke says a tux with construction boots. I can't say I've ever seen this combination, but obviously Luke has. So thanks for sending that in, Luke.
Beverly says it drives me crazy when guys wear their pants down around their knees. I just want to go up to them and pull them down and just say, well, just take them off then, right? Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for that.
Pamela says, my mom used to say blue and green should never be seen unless inside a washing machine. This color combination is common now.
Yeah.
That said, if you like something, wear it proudly.
Pamela.
It's a good one.
Clocking it. Love that.
I thought of another one that I absolutely hate, and it's when people wear like a nice open toe sandal, like an open toe heel, and their toes hang over the outside of the shoe.
Okay.
Like you need a bigger size. Just buy the size up, but don't buy them too small and your toes hang out on the ground.
It's so distracting because you're just staring at the toes over.
And if you have long toes, just buy a bigger size.
Just buy a bigger size.
Right?
That's a good point.
Accommodate
Very
the toes.
good point. All right, let's keep the conversation going. We are asking what's your favorite fashion faux pas. Send us your comments at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca.
And coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa, Olivia Rodrigo has announced a new tour. We'll tell you where you may be able to check her out right here in Canada. Here's a live look from our sky cam on George Street this morning. Some sunshine to start off your day, but chilly. Sitting at 0, feels closer to -2. Good morning, Ottawa. It is 6:49.
There's something special in every area. Join us for your neighborhood as we spotlight the people and places that help bring the National Capital Region to life.
Your neighborhood on CTV Your Morning Ottawa. Brought to you in part by the Clemo. Choose the Clemo and start living your life your way.
It is time now for your morning fix, and Grammy winner Olivia Rodrigo is going on tour, and she does have some concert dates in Montreal and Toronto. The singer-songwriter recently shared her track Drop Dead, and it is the lead single off her album out in June titled You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. Rodrigo says she will then hit the road in September with the Unraveled tour. It's scheduled to hit several cities across North America and Europe, with concerts booked at Scotiabank Arena October 26th and 27th. That's in Toronto. And then she'll be in Montreal's Bell Centre October 21st and 22nd. Tickets go on sale next week, but no Ottawa dates.
Come on, show Ottawa some love. You never know.
The city that music tour seemed to forget, right?
I know.
Yeah.
It's always so fun when they can throw in a date at the last minute. And you're
right?
like, yes!
I don't have to drive 2 hours, but at least there's ones, you know, within driving distance for us, so it's not too bad. But I, of course, would have loved to see an Ottawa date on there for sure. Well, the Toronto Tempo have played their first ever game hosting the Connecticut Sun in the WNBA preseason action.
Held coming through, and Kia Nurse puts it up, knocks it down!
And how fitting, Hamilton's own Kia Nurse sank the very first basket for the Tempo, and the team did have a 10-point lead in the third quarter, but ultimately they did end up losing to the Sun 83-78. The Tempo will then play their second and final preseason game against the Minnesota Lynx tonight. The team will open the regular season on Friday, May 8th against the Washington Mystics. Just so exciting to it's finally here. We've had so much hype around it and preseason action, you know.
Yeah.
It's great.
I'm telling
Look
you.
at the crowd.
My wallet is getting some exercise because I'm getting some merch from all these incredible professional women's teams. I'm like, no. I need a t-shirt from each of those teams.
And it's so inspiring for a younger generation to have these leagues and these teams to look up to, because before it was like, where do you go after university or high school? And now it's like, oh, there's a professional league for WNBA. We have soccer, hockey. Like, it's just fantastic. And some people came out to show off their very unique talent. I don't know about this one. This was Estonia's first ever pig squealing contest. So participants each took a turn belting out their best swan-like sounds. There were squeals and grunts, and I don't know what some of those other sounds were. We even heard like an opera-inspired oink. The three-member jury made up of representatives of Estonia's pig farming sector did judge the contestants on authenticity, power, and entertainment value. There were a few real piglets also in attendance, I guess, for inspiration.
I thought I would hear a little bit more snorting.
Right?
Right?
Yes.
I'm not going to do it, but, you know, maybe they will.
Oh, good on them, though. I mean, that takes courage to be able to go and belt your best pig sounds.
I mean, you can't take yourself that seriously, right?
You cannot.
You do
Absolutely.
that and you just laugh, which is always a good thing. Wake up and win with CTV, Your Morning, and beancars.ca. We could pay your bills with a massive $20,000. Oh, imagine what you could do with an extra $20,000. The possibilities are endless. Get ready. Today's code word is rent. Head to the contest page at ctvottawa.ca or scan the QR code you see right there on your screen. Enter rent with your info for your chance to win. The Your Morning $20,000 Pay Your Bills contest, brought to you by beancars.ca, Carlton Place. Oh, look at that gorgeous shot. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Camp. Beautiful, sunny, but yes, it is cool, just barely above the freezing mark. It's 6:57 on your Friday. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. We'll be right back.
Ready to grow your green thumb this season? Join us every Friday as we plant the seeds for gardening success with local experts.
Good to Grow on CTV Your Morning Ottawa, Fridays. Brought to you in part by Robert Plant Greenhouses.
It's Friday, May 1st. One of Ottawa's most iconic buildings has a new buyer nearly a year after the Bay closed its department stores.
More pain at the pumps. Gas prices expected to jump again today.
Missing the net. Leslie here with patience. Gilday step down, scores! The Ottawa Charge!
And despite scoring first, it was a tough loss for the Ottawa Charge, who dropped Game 1 of the Walter Cup playoffs to Boston. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now. Good morning, just after 7 o'clock. Welcome. I'm Rosie Edda.
And I'm Melissa Lamb. Will is away for today. And coming up in a few minutes, Sophie and Jeff from Move 100 are here. And we're going to be learning about one of their favorite contests that they're taking on the road. And they're going to make me play their $1,000 minute. So I'm a little nervous. So fingers crossed I do well.
Okay, we're looking forward to that. But right now, we're going to take a look at your top stories. The former Hudson's Bay store on Rideau Street could be getting a new life less than a year after the retailer left the downtown Ottawa location. A deal is in the works to sell the landmark property. The property's buyer is tied to Claridge Homes, so the purchase likely means a major redevelopment. And because the building was originally built around the turn of the 20th century, the property has heritage status, meaning the exterior will stay.
That's an iconic building in downtown Ottawa, and to see a great local company investing in that site is great news. And it's another example of people who are choosing to invest in the Byward market because of the progress that we've achieved.
The sale is still subject to court approval as part of the receivership process, so it could be still a couple of weeks before more details on this emerge.
Drivers may think twice about getting in their car this morning, as we can expect the cost of gas to go up another 8 cents today. Canadians for Affordable Energy President Dan McTeague says the jump will push the average price of gas in the capital back up above $1.80 a litre. Prices had dropped below $1.70 last week after the federal government suspended the full excise tax for the summer, but prices are continuing to fluctuate with the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. And if you are going to the pumps this morning, you can expect to see it at $1.90 per litre this morning.
The UAE is officially leaving OPEC after nearly 60 years. The United Arab Emirates announced its move to withdraw from the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries earlier this week. The organization oversees oil production and has a major influence on global prices. The UAE had said it made the decision now because of the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. The UAE now says it will be prioritizing its national interests and increase its oil production. The departure is considered a major blow to OPEC. In the long term, experts say the move could potentially lower oil and gas prices as more UAE oil enters the market. Canada is about to become the headquarters for a multinational bank focused on defense and global security needs. And Ottawa is one of several Canadian cities in the running to be the home base for the new venture.
It provides a much more efficient way of funding those new activities because you bring together the collective strength of a big number of countries. And this is a model that's used in the World Bank, for example, that's used in the European Investment Bank.
The Finance Department says participating countries unanimously voted to have Canada serve as the host country for the new bank. Once ratified, the Defense Bank will provide long-term, low-cost financing for defense projects by NATO members and allies. Where the bank will be located in Canada has not been determined. Lobbying has already begun in Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. The Ottawa Charge fell 2-1 in the PWHL playoff opener against the Boston Fleet last night.
Missing the net. Leslie here with patience. Gilday steps down, scores!
They were off to a good start. Jocelyn Larocque puts Ottawa up 1-0 in the first. Then, with 2 minutes left in the second, Boston gets one back. And about a minute and a half later, the Fleet get the go-ahead goal that would also be the game winner. Game 2 is set for Saturday night in Boston. Puck drop is at 7.
IKEA Canada is coming to Gatineau this spring.
The Swedish retailer announced it's opening a plan and order point on Maloney Boulevard on May 11th. IKEA says it offers easy access to expert design services while planning, ordering, and purchasing items.
Once the orders have been placed, they will be delivered to homes, or you can collect it at the Plan Order Point store.
So no browsing through, really, right? With the arrows telling you, no, go this way, not that, no, go this way, and then of course
and then you
people
get
still
lost
go the other way
somehow, right? And you're
Yeah.
like, where am I? And we do have your weather picture of the day today, and this was sent to us from Pauline. It's our view of the sunset on our bay at Roddick Lake. Beautiful.
Weather picture brought to you by Box Me Up. Moving, staging, renovating, just box me up.
And of course, if you have a weather picture, we would love to see it right here on the show. The best way to do that is send us an email, weathershots@ctv.ca. Again, that email address, weathershots@ctv.ca. No record-breaking temperatures today, and we won't even be sitting at seasonal conditions. A high of only 11. Normal is around 15 degrees today. The sun will set later on tonight at 8:09 p.m. A cool start to your morning as well. We're sitting at 0 right now with the wind chill, feeling closer to -2. So keep that in mind. A little bit of a wind chill out there this hour. 3 degrees if you are over in Cornwall, Montreal. 0 currently in the valley, so finally warming up. Earlier they were sitting at -2 this morning. Still some sunshine to start off your day. We could see some clouds moving through, but we will see a mix of sun and cloud this morning. Throughout most of your Friday, we will see that. However, there is a slim chance of some little spotty showers later on this afternoon. So after 2 p.m. is when we could start to see those little spotty showers continuing into your evening overnight. Not a lot of rain in the forecast for us. Some areas seeing a little freezing rain or even some snow. And you can see areas to the north of us in Ontario will definitely see some snow in the forecast today, mainly into the overnight as temperatures do drop around that freezing mark. Spotty showers in the forecast for us on Saturday. Sunday will be nice and clear, and then next week, unfortunately, it is looking a little bit wet. So if you are heading off to school today, this is what you can expect. 11 degrees into your afternoon. So similar day to yesterday. We won't reach those daytime highs though until around 3-4 p.m. So not until late this afternoon, but we will at least get to see a mix of sun and cloud. And you should get out for recess, because if we see those spotty showers, it'll mainly be later on this afternoon into your evening hours. Similar temperatures across the region, low double digits for most places. Trenton, Kingston sitting at 10 degrees for today, 11 for Cornwall, Brockville, Ottawa. Cooler in the valley, 7 degrees today, 6 in Bancroft. You could see a few snowflakes in the forecast, especially overnight tonight. 7 in the valley, 11 for Gatineau, 10 over in Mont Tremblant. It will warm up as we head into next week. More average-like conditions throughout most of the week, but it is looking wet as well. Tonight dropping to 0, 10 degrees is the high for tomorrow. Mix of sun and cloud. Again, we could see some spotty showers late in the afternoon. Finally, a beautiful sunny dry day in the forecast. Sunday is looking beautiful, a high of 13, so still a little bit below the norm. More average temperatures next week, but wet. We do have a chance of scattered showers for Monday right through until Thursday, but it will finally be warm on Tuesday with a high of 18 degrees.
7-day weather forecast brought to you by Davidson Hearing Aid Centers, celebrating over 80 years in family business.
And here's a look at your roads this morning, and no major issues to report. Traffic is still looking pretty decent this hour. No major issues to tell you about, and we are collision free, which is great news. Sophie and Jeff in the morning on Move 100 are taking their popular contest on the road beginning Monday morning, and we are so lucky because they are joining us this morning to tell us all about it and put me through a little contest. I'm so excited. I can't wait to embarrass myself live on TV. Always so much fun. First of all, give us the details on this contest. Exciting.
It is. We are taking the $1,000 minute to your workplace to play it live.
10 questions, 1 minute. If you answer them all correctly in that time frame, you get $1,000, and that's happening at your work.
Okay.
If your work is nominated and selected.
And how do you get to put your work in to be nominated to do this?
Super easy. You can go to move100ottawa.ca, nominate your workplace there, and we could be coming to you with $1,000 minute and coffee and donuts.
Yeah.
Oh, so a little extra bonus as well, a little caffeine sugar hit. I love it.
Absolutely.
Okay, tell me about these questions. Anything I need to know? Like, do I need to study? Are they common questions? Are they hard questions? Are you going to give me any clues?
Sometimes questions are themed. Today's is not themed. This is the one we did on the air this week, and it is completely random.
Totally random.
Okay, and how many people, like how many question answers do people normally get right?
Oh man, it's so hard to know. It's really just like, you know, sometimes it's based on energy, timing, circumstances, the theme, the questions.
Basically,
So
you want to do better than 3.
Okay.
I think you don't overthink this.
Do you have any tips for me before I get started?
Yeah,
Stay
don't mess
calm.
it up.
Oh my God.
You
As I
got
try
this.
not to trip on my shoes.
You're
okay.
gonna do okay.
All right, we're gonna do this. We put 1 minute on the clock. You're gonna
Okay.
give me 10 questions and I have to go through them. Can I pass? Can I skip?
Well, let's hold on now.
All right, here we go. Here are the rules of the game.
Okay.
Melissa, it is time to play Sophie and Jeff's $1,000 minute. If you can answer these 10 questions in 60 seconds, we'll give you $1,000. If not, we'll give you $10 for each right answer.
Okay.
You can pass if there's time at the end. Jeff will go back to the question you passed on. First answer you give us is the one we have to accept. Those are the rules of the game. Do you understand?
Yes, I'm very nervous right now.
The first thing you
here we
say
go.
is the answer we have to take, so you
Okay.
can't change your mind, all right?
Okay.
That's a big one. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm
Are
ready.
you going to ready to start
Are you
the timer?
ready?
Are you
I
ready?
think so.
Melissa, in 3, 2, 1. How many dwarves were in the original Snow White story?
7.
Madonna's new song, Bring Your Love, is a collab with this artist.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Marseille and Nice are cities in which country?
France.
What's the name of the bar inside CTC known as Sen's Army Headquarters?
Skip.
Okay, pass. She plays Andy Sachs in The Devil Wears Prada 2.
What's the question?
She plays Andy Sachs in The Devil Wears
who's
Prada
the
2.
actress? Oh, Anne Hathaway.
Well, which famous flower festival is back in Ottawa this May?
Tulip Festival.
Ottawa is hoping to set a record for the blank shawarma sandwich in the world.
Longest.
If your birthday is today, what's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
How many colored squares on a Rubik's Cube? 54, 74, or 30?
Oh, 54.
Knight, Rook, and Bishop are all players in which game?
Chess.
Perfect, and we're just out of time.
Oh,
wow.
Did I get through all of them?
You passed on one, and we didn't have time to go back to it,
Oh.
but Melissa, how do you feel?
I feel meh.
Pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah, not bad.
Come on,
good.
you did well.
Yeah,
All
okay,
right.
all right.
Here we go. Let's find out how much money Melissa Lamb wins today. How many dwarves were in the original Snow White story? You said 7. That's correct.
Okay.
Madonna's new song, Bring Your Love, is a collab with this artist. You said Sabrina Carpenter. Also correct.
Yay! Ding, ding, ding.
Marseille and Nice are cities in which country? The answer is France.
Wow, perfect so far.
What's the name of the bar inside the CTC known as Sen's Army Headquarters?
Yeah.
Burt's Bar.
I haven't been to the CTC in a while, so that's my problem. It's been there forever, though. I should know that.
Yeah. She plays Andy Sachs in The Devil Wears Prada 2. You knew it was Anne Hathaway. Which famous flower festival is back in Ottawa this May? Yes, the Tulip Festival. Ottawa is hoping to set a record for the longest shawarma sandwich in the world. If your birthday's today, what are you? You said Aries. It's Taurus.
Oh,
But that's a
Taurus.
tough question. How many colored squares on a Rubik's Cube? 54, 74, or 30? It's actually 54.
Nice job.
And finally, Knight, Rook, and Bishop are all players in chess.
Wow.
Yay, so I only really got one.
No, 2 wrong.
Two.
You would have got $80
Yes, $80.
if we were paying you today.
Is the question if?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Monopoly money today, but that's
Oh,
okay.
right. That's all right. This is so much fun. Again, give us the details on how people can enter this contest because you're going on the road.
Yeah.
That's right. Move100ottawa.ca to nominate your office for us to come and do this there and actually give you money instead of shortchanging you like we just did to Melissa.
I would have got $80. I would have bought you both lunch.
See,
so
there was nothing
you're
to be
lost.
nervous about.
Yeah.
You got it.
Thank you so much. And of course, you can listen to Sophie and Jeff every morning, weekdays on Move 100.
Nice job, Melissa. Wake up and win with CTV Your Morning and beancars.ca. We could pay your bills with a massive $20,000. Oh, imagine what you could do with an extra 20 grand. The possibilities are endless. Okay, listen up. Today's code word is rent. Head to the contest page at ctvottawa.ca or scan the QR code you see right there on your screen. Enter rent with your info for your chance to win. The Your Morning $20,000 Pay Your Bills contest brought to you by beancars.ca, Carlton Place. Coming up on Your Morning Ottawa. The Ottawa Rapid FC is getting ready to kick off its sophomore season at home. We're going to learn more coming up after the break. Our guests are standing by in the Your Morning Ottawa Lazy Boy Lounge. Hello, we'll see you in just a minute. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Skycam. Beautiful start to your day, nice and sunny, but it is cold out there. 7:15, we'll be right back after this. The Ottawa Rapid FC is back for season 2. The team's sophomore season kicked off last weekend and comes back to Ottawa for the home opener tomorrow. And here to tell us more is Thomas Gilbert, the team CEO, and Shauna Newberry, the team's chief marketing officer. I am so happy to have you both here on the show. Home opener tomorrow, so much excitement. You got a nice reveal for us here, a new season 2 jersey. Tell us about it.
That's right. So this is our new on-field kit.
Okay.
It's called Featherwake. We're Falcons, so obviously there are feathers. And as you may be able to see when you switch, it looks like the feathers move with us.
Yeah, I
like
love
we're in
that.
flight.
Look at that.
So it is us sort of figuring out a little bit more of who we are as a brand, and then building that into our brand expression, including how we show up on the pitch. And this is our new keeper kit. We wanted a sharper and more deliberate connection to the rest of the Ottawa sport community, hence this red. And it's called Tulip Guard, because that's also part of our brand identity. You can see it here in the logo.
In there? Look at that.
Yeah.
Really a way of connecting with the city even more.
Yes, absolutely. Thomas is really big on having a sense of place.
Yeah.
And so that is exactly what drove us to develop these 2 expressions, and we did so with our athletes, so they're really excited about them, and we hope everyone else will be too.
We're very excited about the home opener, season 2. Thomas, can you tell us about the special significance? It's a pride game as well. Talk about that.
Yeah, so pride is something that's really important to us as an organization, and so we wanted to kick off the season with pride, and then we'll carry that theme through the year. Starting season 2, it's a big deal, but also we're using this as an opportunity to even further build that connection with the city. We're going to have a charge watch party on the field right after the game, and really just everything about this season is going to be leveling up from last year, making sure this game is so much more fun, so much more engaging, and building off of a huge success that was last season.
Okay, Shauna, give me some more details about the charge viewing party after the home opener. This is a brilliant idea and another way to elevate professional women's sports here in the city.
Well, yeah, I mean, there are neighbors, there are sisters. How do you not pull up for this? I mean, come on. And then we're also going to have members of their supporter group there delivering thoughts on the watch party, and everyone is going to be together on chairs and blankets. It's going to be great. So honestly, we the attendance for the watch party is included with your ticket.
Okay.
Right now, we have buy one, get one free. It is the best way to take your friend or friends out for a great Friday night. Tickets to our home opener, it's Pride Night, watch party. Honestly, it's girl math. It's elite girl math.
Seriously. It is a full-fledged night with nonstop action and just so much city pride. I'm just loving it. Thomas, tell us about, there's new ownership behind the team. What should fans, viewers look for in the team this coming season?
Yeah, for sure. I think on the field, you're going to see more of the success that we brought last year. I think our team is going to be very strong this year. And then off the field, our new owners are really, really committed to that holistic fan experience. Bring your family out. We're going to be adding layers and layers and layers of activity, events, fun stuff happening, really to make sure that Rapid Games become a community hub for the city of Ottawa.
It's all good. It's all good. The Ottawa Rapid FC home opener happening, and then the viewing party, which I'm just loving. Thank you both so much. If folks want more information on tickets, where can they go?
They can absolutely go to our website. They can go to Ticketmaster. They can go to Instagram. Literally everywhere.
Shauna, Thomas, thank you again. There it is, home opener Saturday, May 2nd at 5 p.m. and the theme is Pride. There you go, all the way. Thank you again. And we've got so much more to go on the show.
Your neighborhood brought to you in part by the Clemo. Choose the Clemo and start living your life your way.
Today we are here at Omniscient Wellness Spa and Salon, and I'm joined with Joseph Sakeley. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me, Melissa.
Thank you for letting us in this beautiful space. Can you kind of tell us the concept behind the spa?
The concept behind the spa at Omniscient Wellness is about taking care of people from the inside out and from all around. So it's a well-rounded space where everything is found in here. So we can start with your hair, your skin, your body, and your nourishing factors.
I love that. And right now we're located inside your cafe. Can you tell us about this little space?
Great. The cafe was built mostly for our nutritionists to be able to provide instant gratification for well-received food that your body can digest.
Yeah. Tell us about some of the items we have here this morning.
Oh, we have a croissant sandwiches, and we have their signature sandwiches. We have homemade banana breads and chocolate brownies made with avocado. Nothing sugar added. It's all maple syrup based.
Wow.
The avocado toast is on a gluten-free toast, and it's a delight.
Something I can enjoy as someone who eats gluten-free.
And then we also have our very French toast, which is made with our croissants as well.
With some fresh berries,
so we
which
don't
is lovely.
Exactly.
Okay, I noticed some shots over here. Can you tell me what's in these wellness shots?
So we make our very own electrolytes. So that's coconut water, blue spirulina, lemon lime, and a touch of salt. So when you're doing your detox.
Delicious.
Isn't it beautiful? And then this is our ginger, turmeric, and green shot.
Okay.
So as less sugar as possible.
A little spicy.
It's got a little kick to it.
But still very refreshing.
Everything's
delicious.
made in-house.
I could drink the whole thing.
Everything's made in-house.
Absolutely beautiful. Tell us about some of the other services, because you have so many different spaces within the spa.
Well, our key focus, again, is like hair, skin, and nail health. And again, it starts from the nutritional part, but from the outside and the exterior, we focus on our laser technology, which is sharp light laser. We focus on body services like body treatments and facials. The hair department is where my main focus is for that. And then we have a Pilates studio Sunday, Monday, Tuesday all day, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday evenings, where we invite Pilates instructors and yoga instructors to provide you with the movements.
And I also saw some steam pods, and do you even have hot tubs?
Our signature detax, so you'll be able to see the steam pods that'll get your core temperature up to about 40 to 55 degrees if you can handle it, and it spews out all the toxins from inside your kidneys and your liver. And then our hot tubs and our cold plunges. In our steam rooms, we have 10,000 square feet of wellness wonderland.
Absolutely incredible. Well, speaking of spaces, we're going to go check out some of the other services you offer, like facials.
Oh, beautiful. And listen, we invite all the mothers for Mother's Day and enjoy that.
We have moved into the treatment rooms, and I'm joined with Shannon Patrick. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's been so great to get a tour of your spa. Tell us what we're seeing here this morning.
Well, we have one of our clients are in for a customized facial.
Wow. This is beautiful.
They come in, beautiful steam, hot towel. We first do the consultation because they're all customized to the client's skin condition and what they're looking for. So I think we're just doing a nice exfoliation here and some super hydration.
Wonderful, especially after those winter months, right? It's nice to shed that winter skin with some fresh layers for spring. And tell us about the product lines that you use here as well.
Yep. What we use, it's a beautiful Korean skincare line.
Okay.
Again, customizable, so we can treat everything from aging, hydration. We have a line for melasma and also an acne line. So depending on what the client needs, we can definitely take care of them.
Incredible. And this is just one of the many services that you offer. Tell us about some of the other services people can get.
Well, usually we'll start with a nice facial. It's a good way to get to know the client, their condition, and then from that we can build on. We might do chemical peels, maybe some microneedling.
Oh, wow.
Then we can further enhance their journey and their treatments. We can take them into our laser room. We can do some tightening. We can do some skin resurfacing. So we're really, goal-oriented for the customer to make sure that they're going to leave here with the results.
It's really a great place to come from start to finish. You've really thought of everything. Well, thank you so much for giving us a tour here today. And people can head online for more information and to book your appointments as well.
Okay, thank you.
And of course, if you have a great local business that we should highlight, please send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. You can reach us at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca.
Your neighborhood, brought to you in part by the Clemo. Choose the Clemo and start living your life your way.
And coming up, Matt Demers, Mr. Hollywood, gives us his reviews of one of the year's most anticipated movies. I can't wait for his comments on that. Matt is standing by, of course, in the Your Morning Ottawa Late Boy Lounge.
Good morning. Come on in. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Melissa Lamb, and Will is away for today, and I'm so excited to get Matt's thoughts. Matt Demers is coming up to give us all the rundown on what to watch this weekend, and I want to get his thoughts on The Devil Wears Prada 2. It is out. I am so excited about it.
Looking forward to that. We're going to take a look right now at today's top stories. Ottawa's municipal election campaign begins today. It is the first day candidates can file the nomination paper to run for mayor, councillor, or school board trustee. We can expect to see new faces around the council table after Stittsville councillor Glenn Gower announced he will not seek re-election after serving 2 terms. And Kitchissippi councillor Jeff Leeper has said he will be running for mayor. The election will be held on October 26th.
Drivers might think twice about getting in their car this morning, as we can expect the cost of gas to go up another 8 cents today. Canadians for Affordable Energy President Dan McTeague says the jump will push the average price of gas in the capital back up above $1.80 a litre. Prices had dropped below $1.70 a litre last week after the federal government suspended the fuel excise tax for the summer. But prices are continuing to fluctuate with the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. And if you are at the pumps this morning, you can expect to see it at $1.90 per litre.
The former Hudson's Bay store on Rideau Street could be getting a new life. Less than a year after the retailer left the downtown Ottawa location, a deal is in the works to sell the landmark property. The property's buyer is tied to Claridge Homes, so the purchase likely means a major redevelopment. And because the building was originally built around the turn of the 20th century, the property has heritage status, meaning the exterior will stay.
That's an iconic building in downtown Ottawa, and to see a great local company investing in that site is great news. And it's another example of people who are choosing to invest in the Byward market because of the progress that we've achieved.
The sale is still subject to court approval as part of the receivership process, so it could still be a couple of weeks before more details on this emerge.
The federal government is looking for office space to accommodate public servants this summer. Starting on Monday, all executives will be required to be in the office 5 days a week, while all other employees must be in the office 4 days a week starting in July. Public Services and Procurement Canada says some departments require more workstations and office space to handle employees in the office 4 days a week.
The Ottawa Charge fell 2-1 in the PWHL playoff opener against the Boston Fleet last night.
Missing the net. Here with patience. Gilday steps down, scores!
They were off to a good start. Jocelyn Larocque puts Ottawa up 1-0 in the first. Then, with 2 minutes left in the second, Boston gets one back. And about a minute and a half later, the Fleet get the go-ahead goal that would also be the game winner. Game 2 is set for Saturday night in Boston. Puck drop is at 7.
Superheroes drop by Chio to visit some of the kids this week.
Oh, my heart. Love it. The Children's Hospital posting a video to social media of these superheroes surprising kids and families on Wednesday and transforming the hospital hallways into a comic book adventure.
So great. And Chio says no capes required to feel super. Just another reminder that courage always saves the day. I love this, and look at, they went over and above and beyond. So incredible for all the kids.
Very special.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, our forecast for today, we're going to see a little mix, but of course we're still dealing with these colder temperatures this morning as well. So a bit of, unfortunately, a cold start to your day, but at least we're getting to see some sunshine out there. Sunny and cool this morning, showers this afternoon. The weekend, we will see a mix of everything: cold, warm, sunny, and even a little bit of rain. We've warmed up a little bit now. We're still sitting at 1 degree here this morning. Early earlier was sitting at 0, felt like -2, so slightly warmer this hour. 3 degrees in Kingston, Brockville, so slowly warming up across the region. Still sitting at 0 out in the valley. Mix of sun and cloud for us today, so we will see sunshine through most of the day today into the afternoon, but then you can see late this afternoon after 2 p.m. is when we could start to see these little spotty showers in the forecast. We could see that in through your evening overnight as well, so there is a chance of scattered showers late today that will continue in through your Saturday forecast. Some areas could even see a little bit of freezing rain or even a little bit of snow mixed in there, especially areas to the north of us and in through our overnight where temperatures hover around that freezing mark. Kids heading to school today, the recess forecast is looking pretty decent. You should get outside for a recess today in those single digits this morning, mix of sun and cloud. And again, we won't see those scattered showers till late in the day, so you should be able to get out for all your recesses. Temperatures won't reach that daytime high as well until late this afternoon. Not until 3-4 p.m. is when we will reach that high of 11 degrees. So still a little bit cool this morning into your early afternoon. It won't warm up until later on this afternoon. 11 is also the high in Cornwall, Brockville, Kemptville, single digits for Bancroft. Could see some snow in the forecast late tonight into your overnight. 7 is the high into the valley, so some cooler conditions out in the valley as well. 11 over in Gatineau, 10 in Mont Tremblant. So we should be sitting at around 15 degrees this time of the year, and you'll see we will be well below that over the next couple of days, with the exception of Tuesday next week. Overnight lows still cool from Friday and through Sunday. We will definitely see these cooler overnight lows, but not so bad into the afternoons. At least we're in those double digits. Nice and sunny as we head into Sunday. 13 is the daytime high. Then next week, overnight lows will warm up, but it will be nice and warm as we head into Tuesday, but it's looking like a wet week. On your roads this morning, traffic is still looking decent. We aren't seeing any major issues east to west. Of course, it is Friday, so we usually do deal with a lighter volume on your roads on Friday mornings. Other than that, no major slowdowns to report, and the great news is we are collision-free still this hour.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers. 1-800-JUSTICE.
Will paid a visit to Giant Tiger to celebrate their 65th anniversary, and he gets some details on a great giveaway you can get in on.
All right, we are back at Giant Tiger, and Allison, you mentioned something about some gift cards in our previous segment. Tell me a little bit more about that.
That's right. So the first 65 customers at their local Giant Tiger store on Saturday and Sunday will get a $10 gift card. What we are known for here at Giant Tiger is helping Canadians' dollars stretch even further. One of the things that I love as a busy mom is that I can run on in for the essentials that I need for my kids and my family, and also pick up some fun surprises. So I had a bit of a challenge for you. If you were one of the first customers in line this Saturday and got a $10 gift card, what would you pick up?
Yes, and it was a great contest I was happy to participate in. The first thing that I picked up was a little t-shirt from my nephew, Jamie.
Adorable.
A little Bowser t-shirt. I think this is 10 out of 10 for me personally. The second one, a little to me from me. Who doesn't love some vanilla cupcakes this time of year or any time of year?
That's right. Nothing says a birthday party like sprinkle cupcakes.
No, and the mini versions, the calories just don't count. And then finally, Mother's Day is coming up, so of course I had to pick out something. She loves to garden, so why not add some herbs into that as well? And Mother's Day is just one of the many themes that you celebrate based on the time of year. Why is it so great to come in for things like this?
So like I said, Giant Tiger is known for your essentials, but we're also known for fun surprises. So whenever you come into a Giant Tiger, there's always a hidden treasure or a fun surprise to pick up and take home.
I love that. Okay, coming up, we talked a little bit about some food and the cupcakes, but barbecue season is around the corner, and I can't wait to touch about that coming up.
Let's do it.
New movies on a Friday? Groundbreaking. Yes, look at that look. It's all about the fashion. It's all about the attitude. Matt Demers, Mr. Hollywood, is here to tell us what we can check out in theaters and streaming at home this weekend. And Matt is doing the best face, the best showing the look here.
Rosie, I'm calling this Fierce Friday because after watching our first movie, you can't help but pose because they're back. The Devil Wears Prada 2.
So I used to have your job. Got to go to Paris Fashion Week. Wore a bunch of pieces from the Chanel collection that year. You still have all of it? No, I gave it away. What? Would have been a bit much for a newsroom. This is you. Oh. Who gives away Chanel?
Okay, Matt. The Devil Wears Prada 2.
So much excitement.
Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep, what is Amanda Priestley up to? And oh my gosh, Stanley Tucci.
Yes.
Then the list goes
The
on.
list goes
and
on.
I hear that
Emma.
there are plenty of little cameos, guest appearances
galore.
in this movie.
And no spoilers, no spoilers.
No spoilers,
but just know it is a whole heck of a lot of fun.
Oh, good.
People
good.
have been so excited for this, and I can say the screening I was in, everyone left so happy to see them all back. And yes, I won't go into spoilers, but you know, listen, it's witty and it's sleek and it's stylish.
Oh.
But Rosie, it's also got a nice thing to say about today's media landscape. And the spotlight is on that person, Meryl Streep. And you talk about Miranda Priestley. She is up to a lot. I like this. I had fun.
Really?
I think it's going to deliver exactly what people hope for.
I am so looking forward to it. I know it's in theaters today.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, could you just talk about the fashion a little bit in the movie?
Listen,
how was it? Up to par?
I don't know what the budget was for the fashion, but there is a new look, every designer look. You're going to want to go shopping after this movie. Yeah.
All right. So you liked it.
It
I love
delivered. It
Devil
delivered.
Wears Prada 2. There you go.
Yeah.
Out now. What else you got?
Speaking about delivering, if you're a horror fan, this one does that. It's called Hokum.
One of the members of staff is missing.
What do they think happened to her?
Go home.
Well, you still look like your passport picture.
Demons do exist. It's just people with closed minds can't see him.
Oh, it looks like a psychological thriller, like it's messing with your mind.
Oh,
and that's scary.
That's a good way to put it because it's creepy folklore. It's set in Ireland. It's dripping with dread-soaked atmosphere. And it's just this really haunting experience, and it's got a great performance by Adam Scott. I do recommend.
Nice.
Hokum.
Next up.
Okay, a popcorn movie. This one's called Deep Water.
Right. Pull him back.
What do we do?
We find survivors.
Oh, that looks good too.
Yeah, this is a full tilt movie spectacle. You know, you've got the plane disaster, but then you've also got a shark survival tied into one. There's a whole lot of set pieces, and you'll be on the edge of your seat. I liked it.
That looks good too.
Time.
Like you said, popcorn movie.
Yeah, sometimes you just want a good time, but it really is one that'll keep you in suspense.
Okay, so in honor of Devil Wears Prada 2, we're talking fashion here. What do you got, like your top 5?
Fashion world movie picks.
I love it.
Yeah, like I said, that movie's going to get you in the mood.
Good.
I got a nice list here for you. The Neon Demon, you can find on Prime Video, something very different. Fashion Thread. Another great one on Prime Video. Confessions of a Shopaholic on Disney Plus. Isla Fisher.
Oh, I love that movie.
Just a glossy comedic look at fashion obsession. The September issue is a documentary.
That was amazing.
About Anne Wintour and Grace Coddington's building the biggest issue of the year. But of course, my favorite is the OG Devil Wears Prada 2006. You can find it on Crave.
20 years ago.
I know. And it's
amazing.
We still love it, and we still got to pose it out.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Matt Demers,
Thank you,
Mr.
Rosie.
Hollywood. Loving the look here and loving your movie review. Coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, the Mole-mobile is coming to a community near you, making it easier to get screened for skin cancer. We're going to learn so much more about this. Melissa's going to be out there at the Mole-mobile. That is coming up after the break. Why don't we take a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. Beautiful looking start to your day. Temperature just slightly above the freezing mark, so it is cold. 7:44. We'll be right back. Good morning, Ottawa.
Well, Melanoma Canada is bringing the Mole-mobile to a community near you, including Ottawa and Cornwall. We're here to talk about the importance. We have Falwyn Katz, the Melanoma Canada CEO, and Dr. Mark Kirchhoff with us this morning. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Okay, so great to be here. This is so important. Give us the details of the Mole-mobile.
Yeah, so Melanoma Canada introduced the Mobile back in 2023 to tackle the shortage of dermatologists across Canada. Unfortunately, there's only 800 for a population of 40 million people. The majority practice in major cities like Ottawa, but those in remote communities really don't have access. And unfortunately, melanoma and skin cancer incidence and mortality rates are on the rise. So the Mobile is designed to tackle that and really bring access to those communities.
And what is the importance of early detection in terms of getting your moles checked?
So we know that the earlier you get your moles checked, the more likely we can prevent invasion of the cancer.
Okay.
The longer you wait, the worse the cancer is. So early detection is really important, just like any screening, right?
So tell us where you'll be. You'll be in Ottawa and Cornwall, and how people can get checked out.
Yes, so we're in Ottawa today at Walmart at 450 Terminal Avenue, and then we'll be in Cornwall as well. You can sign up to show up at our website, momobile.ca. If you can't get screened in Ottawa or in Cornwall, Cornwall will also be at Walmart, by the way. We're also doing a day with the Canadian Dermatology Association on Parliament Hill on May 27th, so you can come out and be seen there.
Okay, so doctor, we're going to take a look at what we're looking for here today.
Sure.
Can you explain to people what they should be looking at with their moles in general?
Absolutely. So let's just take a look at a few spots
Yeah.
here. So we use special lights to look at these spots. So basically looking for any kind of a spot that is changing. That's one of the most important features. So keeping track of your own moles is very important. You're looking for differences in color. So if there's a black spot or blue spot, that's also concerning. If the actual symmetry of it is not exactly perfectly symmetric. So let's say there's
Right.
pieces of it that are different than other parts.
Right.
That's another problematic sign.
Okay.
If the borders are fuzzy. So if it's fuzzy, that's a problem too. The real problem is if you see pink spots. Pink spots sometimes can be very serious or just totally benign. That's why it's really important to see your dermatologist.
Okay, is this the ABCs of the
That's
detection?
right, yes.
I'm remembering, I'm like, when you were saying everything, I was like, I think this is the ABCs.
That's right.
What else should people be looking for if they do have a concern? Should they be monitoring their moles themselves?
We always say you should be monitoring your own skin
Yeah.
if possible. Look for anything that's changing, itching, bleeding, painful. Those are big warning signs. You should see your doctor very quickly for that.
Are there more common spots on the body that typically we see skin cancer than others?
Absolutely. So places where there's sun exposure, face, hands, arms, and the back.
Okay.
Often people miss their back. And in women, the back of their legs, one of the sites that's often missed.
Okay, that's important. And so tell us, after people go to this, tell us what are some findings that they should be doing after they have checkups from a day like today?
So after you're screened on the Mobile, the dermatologist will examine you like Dr. Kirchhoff just did me, and you'll get a copy, a digital copy of the findings. If something suspicious was found, you'll be asked to go either see your healthcare provider if you have one. If you don't, Melanoma Canada will assist you in finding follow-up care to make sure you get a biopsy so that we can confirm the diagnosis that was found, and then any follow-up treatment that might be necessary.
And how could people sign up for today? Because I'm assuming you'll have some big numbers and big crowds.
I hope so, but yes, momobile.ca is where you can go sign up. We post all of our tour dates 2 weeks in advance. We'll be at Walmart parking lots, traveling from coast to coast from May through to the end of October.
Perfect. Well, thank you both so much for joining us here today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Rosie.
Coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, we are getting you good to grow with Robert Plante Greenhouses. Colin Matassa will be here from Robert Plante Greenhouses to give you all the advice you need if you plan to do some gardening this weekend. 7:52, we'll be right back. Here's your milestone celebrations, and it's for Friday, May 1st. Happy 9th birthday to Aspen. Love from Mom, Dad, all your family and friends, and your pets, Arlo, Kitty, and Molly. Happy 9th birthday to Ciara. Love from Mommy, Daddy, Lucas, Grandma, Uncle Marty, and all your family and friends. Happy 9th birthday to Jackson. We love you so much, and we hope you have the best time at your party with your friends. Love from Mama, Daddy, Kaylee, Olive, your grandparents, aunties, cousins, and all your friends. Happy birthday, Shelby. Love from Nanny and Papa, Mom and Dad, Dallas, Aubrielle, and Fluffy. And happy 4th birthday to Rhea. Love from Mommy, Daddy, your brother Theo, and puppies Harper and Apollo. And happy 6th birthday to Lisa. This birthday is on May 2nd. Love from Mommy, Daddy, and Tiffany. If you have a milestone, celebrate it with us. Send us your birthday announcements for kids turning 13 and under, and for those turning 100 years or more, and wedding anniversaries for those celebrating 50 years or more. All you have to do is email ottawa.milestones@ctv.ca, and we will be sure to get your announcement on the air.
What's the best way to celebrate moms this Mother's Day? Join us next week for gift ideas, thoughtful finds, and fun ways to celebrate moms in style.
Mom's Week on Your Morning Ottawa begins Monday. Brought to you by Holt Spa, the ultimate escape.
It's Friday, May 1st. One of Ottawa's most iconic buildings has a new buyer nearly a year after the Bay closed its department stores.
More pain at the pump. Gas prices expected to jump again today.
Missing the net. Leslie here with patience. Gilday steps down, scores!
And despite scoring first, it was a tough loss for the Ottawa Charge, who dropped Game 1 of the Walter Cup playoffs to Boston. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now. Good morning, just after 8 o'clock. Welcome, I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Melissa Lamb, and Will is away for today, and I'm excited because Robert Plant greenhouses are here. We are going to talk all things what you need to know about, putting your plants in the ground, maybe this weekend, or maybe you have to hold off, because some you can get ready right now.
Okay.
But then others you have to wait until it's a little bit warmer. But of course, like always, we have so many beautiful flowers on set, which is gorgeous.
Looking forward to that visit. That is coming up shortly, but first off, we're going to get to today's top stories. Ottawa's municipal election campaign begins today. It is the first day candidates can file the nomination paper to run for mayor, councillor, or school board trustee. We can expect to see new faces around the council table after Stittsville councillor Glenn Gower announced he will not seek re-election after serving 2 terms. And Kitchissippi councillor Jeff Leeper has said he will be running for mayor. The election will be held on October 26th.
Drivers might think twice about getting in their car this morning, as we can expect the cost of gas to go up another 8 cents today. Canadians for Affordable Energy President Dan McTeague says the jump will push the average price of gas in the capital back up above $1.80 a litre. Prices had dropped below $1.70 a litre last week after the federal government expended the fuel excise tax for the summer. But prices are continuing to fluctuate with the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. And if you are at the pumps this morning, you can expect to see it at around $1.90 per litre.
The former Hudson's Bay store on Rideau Street could be getting a new life. Less than a year after the retailer left the downtown Ottawa location, a deal is in the works to sell the landmark property. The property's buyer is tied to Claridge Homes, so the purchase likely means a major redevelopment. And because the building was originally built around the turn of the 20th century, the property has heritage status, meaning
That's an iconic building in downtown Ottawa, and to see a great local company investing in that site is great news. And it's another example of people who are choosing to invest in the Byward market because of the progress that we've achieved.
The sale is still subject to court approval as part of the receivership process, so it could still be a couple of weeks before more details on this emerges. The Ottawa Carleton District School Board has launched a review of 6 elementary schools in Ottawa's West Central area. The schools in question are Broadview, Churchill, Elmdale, Fisher Park, Summit, Hilson Avenue, and Woodruff Public Schools. It comes after the board scrapped a much larger elementary program and boundary overhaul last year, but changes to programs, including the elimination of Middle French immersion and alternative programs, are raising questions about the future of underutilized schools like Churchill and Hilson.
The idea with this proposal is that we would now that the board is transitioning to 2 programs, that we would be redrawing boundaries to allow for new programming to enter Churchill, alleviate crowding at Elmdale and Broadview, and also to let French immersion come into Hillston so we could, again, alleviate that overcrowding and make sure that all of these schools offered a similar educational experience.
Parents say without details, it's hard to give meaningful feedback or make decisions for their children. There are also concerns about how and when programs like early French immersion will be phased in. The Ottawa Charge fell 2-1 in the PWHL playoff opener against the Boston Fleet last night.
Missing the net. Leslie here with patience. Gilday steps down, scores! The Ottawa.
They were off to a good start. Jocelyn Larocque puts Ottawa up 1-0 in the first. Then, with 2 minutes left in the second, Boston gets one back. And about a minute and a half later, the Fleet get the go-ahead goal that would also be the game winner. Game 2 is set for Saturday night in Boston. Puck drop is at 7.
The Ottawa Titans home opener next week is officially sold out.
How exciting is this? The club said all 10,278 tickets have been sold for the May 8th game. It'll set a new Frontier League single game attendance record and be the first sellout at the stadium since the Ottawa Lynx in 2002.
Very exciting, and look at them wearing their Charge jerseys out there. The first 5,000 fans will also get their hands on an Ottawa Titans jersey giveaway.
Fantastic news.
They do a great job of, marketing the game, and hopefully we get some good weather for the home opener next week. Yes.
Okay, so that's next week. What about today? How's it looking?
It's cold out there. I was just outside and still dealing with some cooler temperatures this morning. Definitely need a jacket before heading outdoors. But today's high a little bit below seasonal. 11 degrees is the high. Average for this time of year is around 15 degrees, so we will be below that into the afternoon. Temps right now, we are sitting at 1. We have warmed up a little bit, but still quite cool to start off your day. 5 currently out in Brockville, 6 in Cornwall. Still a mix of sun and cloud, and that's what we will see throughout most of the day today. A mix of sunshine, some clouds out there, and then there's a chance of some scattered showers late this afternoon. After 2 p.m., mainly later on in your evening is when we could see a few pop-up scattered showers in the forecast. Some areas could even see a little bit of snow, and that's because temperatures will be cold overnight. For us here in Ottawa, mainly just some scattered showers, and we will continue to see that throughout your day on Saturday. Sunday nice and clear, and then as we head into next week, we have more wet weather on the way throughout most of the week. 11 is the high for Ottawa, same within Cornwall, same with Brockville, Kemptville. 6 degrees in Bancroft. They could see a little bit of snow overnight. 7 degrees for the valley in both Pembroke, Petawawa for your daytime highs today. Overnight tonight, temperatures falling to 0, and into your day tomorrow, 10 degrees is the high. Similar day today, just slightly cooler, so spotty showers into the afternoon. 0 is the overnight low. Overnight lows will be cold right through until Sunday. It will finally warm up as we head into next week. Overtime lows will be where they should be for this time of the year. Daytime highs not so bad for next week as well, but there is a chance of scattered showers Monday in through Thursday. On your drive in right now, it's still looking fairly decent outside. We are seeing a few slowdowns, a bit heavier Richmond in through Pinecrest this morning. Traffic is a little bit delayed in that area. Other than that, no major issues to report out there on your roads. Traffic is looking actually fairly decent. We do have one collision eastbound on the 417 at Rochester on the off ramp.
Will paid a visit to Giant Tiger to celebrate their 65th anniversary. He checked out their barbecue gear to help you throw the perfect backyard bash.
Okay, it is our final stop here at Giant Tiger, and the weather's getting nice. We're thinking about barbecue season, and Giant Tiger has that perfect fix.
We really do. We believe at Giant Tiger that amazing quality and phenomenal flavors should come without breaking the bank. So we have an incredible selection of your barbecue essentials this year.
And I love that too, because certain family members might be a little bit picky, and you can do all this under such a great budget. So before we get to the sauces, what are some of the elements that you have to go along with them?
We have our smash burgers, we have our Angus and cheddar burgers, we have our Korean barbecue, and our maple bourbon. And a really fun fact in my family is I got some picky eaters, so I like to pick up the smash burger and let everybody customize it with their favorite sauce.
Ooh, I like that. And speaking of the sauces, let's get to work here. So let's go
do
for
it. Give it a shot.
Try this one. Okay, that's got a little kick to it.
It certainly does. So this is our sriracha sauce. And what I love about this is it has a really nice garlic undertone to it. So it's got a kick, but some great big flavor too.
I like that too, and you can really taste that garlic.
Yes, you can.
Numero 2. Okay, that's more on like the summer fresh side.
It is. So this is our mango jerk sauce, and it really bursts with bright, fresh mango flavor.
You felt that kind of come through right away. I can't believe I'm already halfway done. Where's the more fries? Okay. Ooh, that has a really strong taste to it.
It really does. So that's our goju Q barbecue sauce. What I love about this Korean-inspired sauce, great on burger, but fun fact, it's also really, really good on chicken.
Oh, I like that as well. Okay, and our final one of the day. Oh, I know it's a fry, but all I taste is ribs, baby.
Yeah, that's our Bold Brew barbecue sauce. That one, phenomenal on burgers, so good on ribs. Throw them on the slow cooker, slow and low, and what amazing flavor pops through.
I love that, and for such a great price. And you know what? Congratulations again on 65 years, over 6 decades of experience, and for allowing me to come and celebrate that with you today.
Thanks for coming and joining in the party with us.
Coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, we are getting you good to grow this spring. Colin Matassa from Robert Plant Greenhouses is standing by to give us some gardening advice heading into the weekend. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam, just barely above the freezing mark, but plenty of sunshine out there. So grab a jacket before you head out, and don't forget the sunglasses. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa at 8:11. We'll be right back.
It is time to get good to grow with Robert Plant Greenhouses, and like always, Colin Matassa has brought in a whole wide selection for us this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So exciting to always see the beautiful blooms that you bring in. People getting very eager to start planting in the garden.
I know.
A little too soon for flowers, but there are some things you can get in the ground right now.
Absolutely, and Mother's Day is next weekend, and it's coming up very quickly, and patio season too, it's just around the corner. So I have some inspiration for you today.
I love that.
A few little ideas for your patio this summer, and make great gift ideas too.
Okay.
First of all, we have hibiscus. This is a classic tropical type flower. Big, beautiful blooms, can go in the full sun all day long, all summer, and it will just keep on blooming. They come in small pots like this, or bigger ones, like they come in trees and bushes. This color here, this is the #1 best-selling color. It's called a Fiesta hibiscus. Check out the color on that one.
You
that
have like
one
3 or 4
sells
colors
out.
in there.
For
There's
sure.
some pink,
That one,
some
if you
maroon.
like it, come get it now because it sells out every single year.
That sells out every year?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're looking for the Fiesta, now's your time.
Yeah.
What's this beautiful
This one
plant
here, this is a mandevilla. This is a beautiful flowering vine for the summertime. You see it's climbing up a little totem pole here, or we have all sorts of different sizes of them too. And bougainvillea, this one here, beautiful pink blooms. Again, it can go in the full sun all summer long. That is probably my top one.
Your
I
top
love it.
one, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it
And
is a stunning bloom.
a trick with the bougainvillea, you want to let it dry out completely before you water it. They like to go bone dry.
Okay, so don't overwater. So that's
Exactly.
pretty easy to care because it likes the sun and you don't have to water it a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Very easy maintenance. Okay,
Another
I love
one of
that.
my top picks makes a great little gift idea. Passion flower. Check out the super cute little intricate flower on there. Very interesting. It can go in the full sun as well, or part sun.
Okay,
And
does
if-
it have to grow in a vine as well?
It grows in the vine, or we have them in hanging baskets where they'll kind of vine down, so you can kind of do what you want with
so if you
it.
have them hanging on the top, those
Exactly.
look gorgeous. Okay.
Exactly.
What
Now
is
this one here, if you have a more shady spot, this is called a fuchsia. So they have little bell-shaped flowers. It looks like a little tree. We have bigger ones
Yes.
too. And these is a great blooming flower for the shade.
Okay, I love that you have options for sun and for shade because we obviously have different areas in our property. Some
Absolutely.
are full sun, some are shade.
Absolutely.
And you can help people out with that, being like, you know what, I have this area, I want something bright, but I don't get a lot of sun. What do you have for me?
Come in, bring pictures of your yard too. Our experts that work in the store can help you figure out the best plants for sure.
Okay, let's talk about these little
Yes,
beauties.
these are dahlias. Dahlias is another great summer annual. Will bloom all summer. They come in different colors, different sizes. Some grow really big, some stay nice and short. And the fun thing about dahlias is that at the end of the season, you can dig up the bulb, store it inside for the winter, and then you could replant it next spring. So you don't have to continuously keep buying them every year.
So it's the flower that keeps on giving.
Exactly.
Year after year. I love
Got
it.
some
Okay.
more of them over here too.
Over here,
those
these are
are
also
just different
dahlias?
varieties. We have 30,000 square feet of greenhouses that are
Wow.
open to the public right now. So it's definitely a great time to come in and check it out as well.
Okay, what's this little tree?
This is called a Eugenia topiary. Cute little topiary could go on a summer patio, on
Yeah,
a table.
so cute.
We even have larger ones down at the end here, which would look great next to a front door, kind of one on each side. That's a really, really fun one as well.
You mentioned that to me, and I was like, you know what? I love
Yeah.
that because it's just a little different from the typical little
For
evergreen
sure,
trees
for
we see
sure.
at the front door.
Very modern too.
Yeah, very unique design to it.
For sure.
Very
Yeah.
pretty.
Another really popular one, the Majesty Palms.
Okay.
This is a palm tree for your deck, for your
Ooh.
patio.
Add
Will
some
look great all
shading
summer.
too, right?
Yeah, a great way to bring some more tropical vibes.
Vibes
as
too.
well.
Everybody wants tropical, especially since we don't get a very long summer.
Yep,
Thank
exactly.
you so much for joining us today. And of course, if you have questions, always write into us because Colin is here each and every Friday. We'll be answering them for you. And you guys are open 7 days a week.
7 days a week, 9 to 5. We even have a coffee shop on site. You can try our new hibiscus lemonade.
A hibiscus lemon. Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds absolutely delicious. I might have to swing by. Well, thank you, Colin, for joining us. Again, you can head to the website as well, robertplantgreenhouses.com. Rosie.
Coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa, a local singer-songwriter has launched a brand new music festival taking place in Chelsea, Quebec. We tell you more about the Wilding with Jessica Pearson, coming up next. Here's a live look from our Skycam on George Street.
CTV and TSN 1200 want you to be the Myers Automotive Group Team of the Week. Your team could win $1,000 for new equipment, tournament fees, or an incredible team party.
Shoot us a quick video uploaded at ctvottawa.ca. Whether it's hockey, ringette, choir, band, or any team in between. Each week, the winning team will join us live in studio at CTV Ottawa at 6 to claim their prize.
Enter today for your chance to be Myers Automotive Group Team of the Week.
Local singer-songwriter Jessica Pearson is joining us this morning to talk all about her new EP and a day-long music festival that is happening. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So great to see you. It's been some time.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so lovely to be here.
It's great to have you. Well, tell us about your new EP that's out today.
Yeah. Yes, it's released today. It's called Wilding Part 1. It's part of a full album we're releasing next spring, but I recorded it with two of my amazing bandmates, Sam Stone and Malia Rogers, with the first woman to win a Juno for engineering, Hill Korkudis.
Fun.
And it's an album completely written, recorded, and produced by women, all about, you know, how powerful it is to work together and lift each other's voices, you know, in a world, in a society where as women we've been taught to compete and, you know, to compare ourselves. We wanted to create something that was women coming together and showing just like how powerful we are when we work together and when we raise each other's voices.
And speaking of women coming together, there's a day-long music festival of just that.
Exactly. We're starting, this is year one. We have a 5-year kind of plan to really grow it, but it's called the Wilding Fest. It's happening tomorrow in Chelsea at Le Vignoble de Chelsea, the Chelsea Winery. And again, it's completely female plus run focus. It's a music and makers festival, so we have amazing artists like Wild Remedy, Claire Morrison coming out and playing. We have amazing makers, Apothecary, who does these like make your own like bath salts.
Wow.
Which is so cool. We have a bunch of Rise Little Queen, Tucky Turtle, which are like children's book authors, and just so many amazing people coming out.
And speaking of amazing, we're going to hear you perform, so I'll let you take it away.
Amazing. This song, it's called Better, and it's off of the new EP. It was the first song we released off of it, and it's kind of a love song to mental health. You know, last year I was diagnosed with ADHD in my 30s. Woo! Which explains a lot about life, but I kind of realized in that moment that, you know, we can focus on the negative, the shame, the guilt, the pain that we feel, or we can focus on the positive, the love and the joy, you know, and make peace with all the pieces of ourselves. Shattered me, watch your tears roll down my cheeks. Dear stress, you trouble my mind, get me up for endless nights. Dear finding it hard to forgive myself. And dear shame, how dare you try shut me up and make me hide. For the longest time, I've given up on me, but I've had enough, and I know I need to make peace with my pieces, find courage in the healing. I'm gonna put me back together, make something better. Dear trust, have you been? It feels so good to feel safe again. Dear love, I was a fool, wish I hadn't given up on you. Dear worth, my old friend, you're giving me back my confidence. Dear joy, welcome back, I missed hearing my real laugh. For the longest time, I've given up on me, but I've had enough, and I know I need to make peace with my pieces, find courage in the healing. I'm gonna put me back together, make something better. For the longest time, I've given up on me, but I've had enough, and I know I need to make peace with my pieces, find courage in the healing. I'm gonna put me back together, make something better. Dear self, you're doing just fine. Yeah, you're doing just fine.
Wow, absolutely incredible. Speaking to me, that song. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. We are so happy to have you. And of course, we want to remind you, you can catch Jessica Pearson tomorrow at the all-day music festival, The Wilding. It's a women-led music and festival makers. Of course, you can head to thewilding.life for more information and for tickets, and you can see a full rundown. This is all happening tomorrow from 2 p.m. till 10 p.m.
Good morning to you. 8:30 on the nose. Welcome. I'm Rosie Edda.
And I'm Melissa Lamb. Will is still away for today.
And we are looking forward to Fitness Friday.
Yes.
Going to get a little exercise action going on just in a few minutes. But first off, we're going to take a look at today's top stories. Ottawa's municipal election campaign begins today. It is the first day candidates can file the nomination paper to run for mayor, councillor, or school board trustee. We can expect to see new faces around the council table after Stittsville councillor Glenn Gower announced he will not seek re-election after serving 2 terms. And Kitchissippi councillor Jeff Leeper has said he will be running for mayor. The election will be held on October 26th.
Drivers might think twice about getting in their car this morning, as we can expect the cost of gas to go up another 8 cents today. Canadians for Affordable Energy President Dan McTeague says the jump will push the average price of gas in the capital back up above $1.80 a litre. Prices had dropped below $1.70 a litre last week after the federal government suspended the fuel excise tax for the summer. But prices are continuing to fluctuate with the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. And if you are at the pumps this morning, you can expect to see gas at around $1.90 per litre.
The former Hudson's Bay store on Rideau Street could be getting a new life. Less than a year after the retailer left the downtown Ottawa location, a deal is in the works to sell the landmark property. The property's buyer is tied to Claridge Homes, so the purchase likely means a major redevelopment. And because the building was originally built around the turn of the 20th century, the property has heritage status, meaning the exterior will stay.
That's an iconic building in downtown Ottawa, and to see a great local company investing in that site is great news. And it's another example of people who are choosing to invest in the Byward market because of the progress that we've achieved.
The sale is still subject to court approval as part of the receivership process, so it could still be a couple of weeks before more details on this emerge. The Ottawa Carleton District School Board has launched a review of 6 elementary schools in Ottawa's West Central area. The schools in question are Broadview, Churchill, Elmdale, Fisher, Park Summit, Hilson Avenue, and Woodruff Public Schools. It comes after the board scrapped a much larger elementary program and boundary overhaul last year, but changes to programs, including eliminating the French immersion program and alternative programs, are raising questions about the future of underutilized schools like Churchill and Hilson.
The idea with this proposal is that we would, now that the board is transitioning to 2 programs, that we would be redrawing boundaries to allow for new programming to enter Churchill, alleviate crowding at Elmdale and Broadview, and also to let French immersion come into Hilson so we could, again, alleviate that overcrowding and make sure that all of these schools offered a similar educational experience.
Parents say without details, it's hard to give meaningful feedback or make decisions for their children. There are also concerns about how and when programs like early French immersion will be phased in. The Ottawa Charge fell 2-1 in the PWHL playoff opener against the Boston Fleet last night.
Missing the net. Leslie here with patience. Gilday steps down, scores! The Ottawa Charge!
They were off to a good start. Jocelyn Larocque puts Ottawa up 1-0 in the first. Then, with 2 minutes left in the second, Boston gets one back. And about a minute and a half later, the Fleet get the go-ahead goal that would also be the game winner. Game 2 is set for Saturday night in Boston. Puck drop is 7.
The season is on the line when the Raptors take on the Cavs tonight.
When it comes to Game 7, but you got to take care of business on your own floor for Game 6.
If the Raptors win, they will force a Game 7 on Sunday in Cleveland. Good news is it looks like Scotty Barnes is ready to go after the team took a bump to the leg in Game 5. Brandon Ingram, however, is listed as questionable. He left Wednesday's game early because of a foot injury.
Tonight's game is in Toronto, and the home team has won every game so far in this series. Tip-off is at 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, you know, Jurassic Park is going to be bumping today.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it.
And I hear it's one of the loudest in the league is when you play in Toronto. So hopefully that home crowd will give them the advantage.
Yeah.
Go Raptors, go.
Okay, so here we are Friday, Melissa, and we're hoping that you give us great news about the weather.
I know. I wish I had better news, but it's not looking too bad.
Okay.
We're dealing with some sunshine out there this morning, but still a little cool. We will see showers later on today. The weekend, we're going to see a mix, but we do have a couple of nice, sunny, warm days on the way for us. Sitting at 4 degrees, so we have warmed up quite a bit this morning. Earlier, it was feeling like -2, so much warmer out there right now. 4 in Kingston, as well as 5 in Brockville, 6 in Cornwall, still single digits, sitting at 1 out in the valley. Mix of sun and cloud to start off our morning, so we will see that throughout most of the day today. Lots of sunshine on the way for your Friday. However, we could start to see some spotty scattered showers late this afternoon. After 2 p.m. is when we could start to see those scattered showers, mainly more this evening that we could see a little bit of rain in the forecast continuing into the overnight. Some areas could see a little bit of snow, including some freezing rain, so keep that in mind. It could be worse. We could still be dealing with that white stuff in the forecast. As we head into tomorrow, spotty showers possible into the early morning hours on Saturday, clearing up into the afternoon, then beautiful and sunny as we head into Sunday. Temperatures today, nice, but a little bit below seasonal. We should be hovering around 15 degrees this time of the year. 11 degrees for Ottawa, Cornwall, Kemptville, Brockville, cooler in Trenton, Kingston sitting at 10, and even cooler in the valley. 7 degrees is the high for today. Bancroft sitting at 6. Could see some snow in Bancroft overnight. 7 is the high in the valley. 11 as well over in Gatineau. Over the next couple of days, it definitely will warm up as we head towards the end of the weekend and next week. 0 is the overnight low tonight, so we're still going to see very cool overnights in through Sunday. These overnight lows should be currently sitting at around 6 degrees, so we won't start to see that until Monday next week. Temperatures into the weekend, not so bad. Beautiful for Sunday. 13 is the high, lots of sunshine. Then next week, fairly average throughout most of the week, a bit warmer for Tuesday, but a chance of these spotty showers from Monday in through Thursday. Here's a look at your drive-in, and still no major issues, of course. We typically deal with lighter volume on Fridays. You can see it's still looking pretty good east to west right now on your Queensway. Other than that, we don't have any collisions to report, just a bit of volume eastbound 417 from the 416 split in through Maitland.
Reach Fit is a new free fitness class at the Reach Center designed to bring people together through movement, mindset, and community. And joining us today is Sean Malaki, member of the Reach Center. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing really well. I'm getting ready to move because that's what it's all about, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Tell us about the Reach Center and Reach
For
Fit.
sure. So the Reach Center is a church in Nepean. It's off of Carling.
Okay.
And so Reach Fit, I Can Do Hard Things is actually the official launch of our faith-based fitness ministry. New things, that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
I think that's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, because it's great because so we actually value taking a holistic approach to wellness. So that includes your mind, body, and your spirit. So this event isn't just for Christians. It is for anyone that's living and breathing and needs to move. So we just value stewarding our bodies. So that's hence the movement, the fitness. We'll also be strengthening our faith through a devotional. And it's also a great time to build community.
Yeah. Do you have the devotional at the beginning of the session and then toward the end?
It's at the end. So we're going to come in. There's going to be a photo booth by Capital Choice Entertainment. So we have to capture the moment.
All right.
We're going to do our fitness, our workout, have icebreakers, have a couple refreshments, you know.
I was just about to ask you about that.
Yes, listen, we're not going to make you sweat and not give you some juice or like give you a little water, you know what I'm saying? Have some fruits and stuff. And then after that, we'll have a devotional where we'll spend time getting into the Word about what does it mean to even take a faith approach to fitness.
Yeah, okay, but it's for everybody, like you just said.
Absolutely.
It's for everybody.
16 plus.
16 plus.
Yes.
How can people get in touch or find out even more information?
So you could go on our website, thereachcenterottawa.ca.
Okay.
You can also find us on Instagram at the Reach Center OTT. And if you go on our links, you'll be able to sign up and register. We only got 20 spots, so we only have 20 spots left. So
Only
sign
20
up.
spots left.
Only 20 spots left.
That
so
is good to know.
Signing up.
Can you? We're going to go through some moves. Can you tell us what you can expect at the event? What kind of exercise we're expecting?
So
here?
it's going to be a HIIT workout. So 40 seconds off on, 20 seconds off. But for today, I won't make you sweat too hard. You know, Rosie, we're just going to do like 5 reps of each. Okay. So we'll start off with some squats.
Okay. Start off with some
squats. So you know, feet apart, and just pretend you're sitting in a chair. So you're
going
to
to
go. Yeah. So you're going to go down.
You know, this move right here sounds like, oh, it's a squat. What's the big deal? Actually, no.
You feel
With no weight at all, except your body weight, I feel it right here, in the quads,
in the glutes.
and then in the glutes.
Yeah.
But what's the best way to do a squat? Because, you know, some people kind of lean a little bit forward, right?
No, for sure. So you want to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart.
Okay.
And don't lean forward. You want to have your chest up.
Okay.
And just pretend that you're sitting in a chair and move your body back. Yes, just like that, and
you
then
have to
come
stick
up.
out your bum a little bit,
Just
right?
a little bit, because you gotta get that glute activation. It's a part of it. And you come down, and then just drive through your heel as you come up.
Okay, now, at the event, do you have weights? Are you going to be all just your body weight?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
So it is body weight.
Okay, good.
But don't get it twisted. Your body's got some weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But we're also gonna have alternative exercises. So again, it's beginner friendly. So as much as we're doing jump squats or like reverse lunges or whatever, there's gonna be alternative exercises so that everyone can do it. Because no matter where you are in your fitness journey, you gotta start.
You said
it's important
about
to do
movement. It's about coming together. So we did some squats. What next? I stalled long enough. I got a little break here. So
listen,
now
I see what you did there, Rosie. Okay, so now we're gonna go down on the mat.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna do some Russian twists. Okay, so we're gonna keep our feet here, lean back a bit. And then we're gonna go from left to right. Yeah, and so you should feel it in your core.
I can feel it right away.
It tight.
I like it how your heels are on the ground.
Yep.
You're just like,
And you're going side to side. But I know your core is burning a little bit.
I'm feeling it, absolutely.
Yes. You gotta keep it active.
Okay.
Yes. And then we have one more movement that we can do.
So this is Reach Fit. These are some of the exercises that you're going to do in Reach Fit. And it's a HIIT training. So like you go on, do it for like 40 seconds.
Yep, and then you'll have a 20-second rest.
And then again. 20 seconds. You don't joke around.
Listen, I was like, let's do 15, but I want everyone to enjoy themselves.
You want everybody, yeah.
But the first one, we're going to work on our strength,
Okay, what else do
And
we
then
have?
the last one we'll do is push-ups.
Yes!
See, this is where I personally break a sweat.
I love this. So push-ups, okay.
Yes. So we can do regular push-ups. So have your hands shoulder width apart.
Shoulder width apart. I think some people go, what do I do with my head, my neck? So
I
talk
usually
about
look
that.
down.
Okay,
if
look
that
down.
helps.
Okay.
And then you're going to lower your body and come up. And then lower your body and come up.
See, I'm already getting hot.
But if that's challenging, you could actually go on your knees.
Yeah.
And then come down.
I'm going to do my workout right here.
As you should.
There
and
you go.
even if that is still a little too challenging, what we're going to have people do at the event is come down and kind of just warm your body up.
Oh,
so
yeah.
down.
Like all the way down, body goes down.
And then roll up.
Like that.
Yeah. So this is for everyone. And can we just say, men, come out. We got to get the men to come out.
Yeah.
Because men, they love to do their push-ups and, oh, I'm macho. Well, come to the event.
Try it.
Come to the event.
Try it.
100%.
Try it. Everybody's welcome.
Everybody's
Reach
welcome.
Fit at
16
the Reach
plus.
Center.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the Reach Center, 1485 La Perrier Avenue. Everyone is welcome. You don't have to be a Christian to come. You just got to want to move your body.
Yeah.
If you don't know where to start with fitness, if you've been making excuses, because, you know, that'll be happening sometimes. Or if you just want something fun to do on a Saturday, make connections, build community, this is a great event to do that.
Sean, you're amazing. Can we go back to the squats as we go to break here?
Yeah, let's go to squats.
Let's do it.
That's a little much.
I know,
Let's go to the squats.
The cleans, I mean, the push-ups were something, though. That was really great.
That's what had me
sweating. All right, Sean, thank you so much. We're back to wrap up the show. Stay with us. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam.
There's something special in every area. Join us for Your Neighborhood as we spotlight the people and places that help bring the National Capital Region to life.
Your Neighborhood on CTV Your Morning Ottawa. Brought to you in part by the Clemo. Choose the Clemo and start living your life your way.
Ottawa is always on the move.
We're a big city
with a laid-back vibe.
Where foodies love their sweets.
And markets bursting with flavor.
Wrapped up in waterways.
And hot summer days.
This is a city where culture is on display.
And the future
meets the past.
Where people come together.
Always proud.
Often loud. Whee!
And positively the best place to live.
We move with you, Ottawa!
iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford store, and Eastern Ontario's Ford EV leader.
If you'd like to walk or cycle for a great cause this weekend, you still have time to sign up, but the last day for registration is tomorrow. The CN Cycle for CHEO is happening Sunday, and it's your chance to support something super meaningful, a brighter future for the children and families who rely on CHEO. All events start and end at the Canadian War Museum with post-event activities at LeBreton Flats in front of the museum, so make sure you sign up. Next up today, this one sounds like so much fun. Saturday is International Line Dance Flash Mob Day. Dancers from all over the world are going to be doing the same 3 dances. If you want to join in here in Ottawa, head to the Ron Kolba Center at Britannia Beach by 1 p.m. The Ottawa Line Dance community is inviting you to show up early, meet some new friends, and wear red and white. Last today for the flower lovers tomorrow and Sunday. You can check out the Ottawa Orchid Society's 42nd annual show and sale. If you need a spring pick-me-up, this is definitely a great one for that. Bring some friends and check out the displays, the vendors, and lots more. It's at Algonquin College in Building D, and parking is free. Lots more happening around the capital this weekend. The full list and all the details can be found at ctvottawa.ca/weekenders. For the iHeartRadio Weekenders, my name's Tanea Taylor. Have a great one.
iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford store, and Eastern Ontario's Ford EV leader.
Mother's Day is just around the corner, and I got some great gift ideas. If you haven't done your shopping yet, take a look. Mother's Day is just around the corner, and if you are still looking for the perfect gift, we've got you covered. Here with some great ideas is lifestyle expert Nikki Anastasakis. Good morning to you, Nikki.
Good morning, Rosie. How are you?
You know what? I'm doing great, especially I'm seeing the floral on your blouse and I'm loving it. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. And I'm also happy. You're welcome. I'm also happy that you're here to kind of save some of us who still haven't picked up that great gift for our mom. So what ideas do you have for us?
Yes, Best Buy Canada is your one-stop shop for latest and greatest Mother's Day gifts. Save big. Check out Mother's Day Guide on their website. First off, I want to start off with the Garmin Venue 4. I'm actually wearing their latest watch. This smartwatch helps you better understand your body to make healthier decisions. You can track your health trends, log lifestyle changes, and they have a health status feature which just lets you see metrics like heart rate, HRV, respiration, and more to see if you're trending away from the usual range, if you have added stress, or if you're getting sick. You can also log things like your behaviors, so caffeine and alcohol consumption, to review reports on how those impact your sleep, stress, and HRV. There's 80 preloaded activities from running to walking and pickleball even, and helps you track stress, energy levels, and more. And you don't even need to charge it every night because it has 12 days of battery life. You can purchase this at Garmin.com and learn more.
This is a really unique watch here. It does so much. I mean, even your behavior, your mood. That's fantastic, Nikki.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask you this. What can you actually make with a blender? We're talking about a really compact blender. I think I see it right there. What can you do with that?
Yes, this is the perfect gift for moms on the go. The Ninja Blend Boss Tumbler Portable Blender. You can whip up frozen drinks, smoothies, and so much more. It has an auto IQ feature with one-touch program. Removes the guesswork. You just hit that button and it starts blending. I tested it with my mom the other day and we made a really delicious protein smoothie. Super easy. You attach the blender on top and then you put it right onto the base, hit that go button, and you create something special and easily take it on the go. And it's pretty stylish. The leak-proof tumbler, sip it directly from the vessel, fits right into your car.
Okay, so Nikki, did you make a beverage for mom?
I did, yeah. We made it together. She was able to have that, so it was lovely. It was a good bonding time.
That is wonderful. Okay, let's talk about smart goggles. What do you have for us, and what do they actually do?
These are the Therabody Smart Goggles 2.0. These are designed to enhance relaxation and promote better sleep. So we know moms, they work so hard. We need to give them a little bit of at-home care. This is perfect for at-home spa moment. Uses a combination of compression massage, heat, and vibration on the forehead, eyebrows, and temples to reduce stress and alleviate eye strain. The cushioning around the eyes also lets you blink and move your eyes freely without any pressure. So there you go. There you have it, my mom relaxing. And it's something that, you know, your moms would love, I think, this Mother's Day.
Yeah, really personalized and meaningful. My goodness. Tell us more about, like, the frame.
Yeah, last but not least, we have the Aura Carver Wi-Fi digital photo frame. It's a thoughtful gift, especially if you're celebrating your mom from afar. You can upload the photos directly through the Aura app with Wi-Fi. So if you're at your own home, you can upload photos of you and mom that she can see, and she will see them at her home. So everyone can access the app, upload photos, unlimited cloud storage, and it's just a really nice, thoughtful gift. All of these items you can purchase at bestbuy.ca, and then the Garmin watch again, visit Garmin.com.
Loving the pick with you and your mom, and loving all of these great gift ideas for mom. Nikki Anastasakis, thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you, Rosie. Have a great rest of your week.
You too.
Do you know of a great local business that we should highlight as part of our Your Neighborhood feature? Please send us an email. We would love to hear from you. yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca.
And I have to say thank you so much, Melissa, for bringing all this gorgeous sunshine. I love that color. I love the fact that we got a nice sunny start to the day.
A little bit of
even
sunshine.
Though it is a little bit cool.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cool this morning, but better this into the afternoon. And Sunday is looking fantastic.
So nice. Have a wonderful weekend. Take good care. We will see you right back here Monday morning, 6 a.m.